Braun looking to take up position. Go for this one. Ronaldson comes in nicely. Newman's the man who gets it down beautifully. Where Swooper Northey gets a hand pass towards Dean. Dean tries a long one across towards where Bill Barrett gets it and shoots it down towards the open goal, but it's off direction and one behind.
Barry Primmer, I notice, in the hands of the trainers after that clash over on the centre wing. He's just recovered and is coming back into play.
That was the dangerous Barrett in the game very early. John Scarlett, national serviceman, comes in and boots a punt kick straight down towards where he's looking for Johnny Newman. In they come, and it's nicely taken by centre half back Rosenau. Rosenau at centre half back. Out in the direction of the wings where Dickie Clay's in perfect position. Up he goes, loses behind the pack. The chances there for Geelong's Reid. Out it goes. Nankervis is screaming out for it. So's Bowden. Bowden shows tremendous pace. Good shepherding by Sheedy. Down they all go. Bowden's in the thick of things. He runs into his own teammate. Recovers the ball well. A high pan passed out to Captain Goggin. And Goggin boots them into attack for the first time. Down towards centre half forward. And it's all Richmond. Richardson up above them takes a ball. This is the fullback, Barry Richardson. Between fullback and centre half back as he boots it out towards centre wing, looking for Royce Hart. Rosenau with him all the way in front. It's Primmer. Primmer is beautifully tackled by Hart. Down he goes, and Hart comes up with the free kick and quickly on with the business. Boots it out looking for Billy Brown. Jeff Ainsworth with him, punches it down to the ground. Here comes the racehorse Dickie Clay. Clay on the half forward flank has got the chance of the left footer. He kicks it down the 10-yard square. Northey! Beautiful football.
Too much pace for Graham.
There's John Northey, point-blank range. The man in the mark only about 3 yards out as the left footer from Mortlake comes in, shoots for goal. Didn't look a particularly good one. He was so close, though. Through it goes, the first major to the Tigers.
Oh, very clever goal by John Northey indeed. Saw Clay coming in from and of course, switched right across from his flank. He's on the opposite side of the ground. Northey has popped in there at the right time, and that's a great start for Richmond.
Ball coming back to the central umpire, Jeff Crouch. Richmond 7 points, Geelong yet to score. Tight circle in the middle there. Ball bounced up high as Newman. Tap down towards Richmond. Kick off the ground there. Comes towards Goggin. Goggin's kick goes in the direction of Walker, but kicking it off the ground there was Bergen. A chance there for a push in the back. It's Peter Walker who wins the ball. Hand passes quickly to Goggin going past. Goggin lets one go towards the square. It's bouncing. And Richardson almost way to left footer. A goal.
I would have paid the mark just the same.
I agree with you, Ken. It looked all set for a mark for Richardson. It was a very good effort, the ball going right over his head. But umpire Crouch ruled that he hadn't held it long enough, and Wade, of course, pounced on it. That left foot was a beauty, but Richardson certainly very unlucky not to have been paid the mark.
About 3 minutes gone as umpire Jeffrey Crouch comes in once again. Bounce of the ball. High it goes in the air. Green is up there. Interferes with his opponent. Whistle on the play, and the free kick goes to the big Geelong ruckman, John Newman. Newman from the centre of the ground. A long kick towards centre half forward. Up there behind is Ryan. Can't grab the ball. Sheedy retarded without the ball, and he'll get the free kick.
Sheedy the dasher at centre half back, boots to the centre of the ground, perfectly delivered to Michael Green. Green takes the mark, out to Owen in a flash. Owen the half back line, boots to centre half forward. Peter Walker comes across the bows, a chance behind the pack there for Scarlett. Scarlett breaks through strongly. His hand pass looking for Goggin to take his third kick of the match. He boots it down towards centre half forward. In front it's all Bergen, and Bergen takes the mark on his chest. Bergen in the true centre half back position. Ian Nankervis on the mark. Punt kicks and it's short in front of the pack. Captain Goggin spoiled behind the pack. It's Newman, misses it, picked up by Rosenau. His kick is smothered. Goggins underneath it, in a lot of trouble. Cleverly out to Stevens. Stevens left puts it out to the flank, and the chances out there for big long Hampshire. He's met by Colin Beard, but takes it well. It's 2-1 against him. The tackle went not into. The free goes to Geelong.
Oh, that was a photo finish, wasn't it?
Sudden death.
Hampshire boots it down looking for Gareth Andrews. Andrews plenty of opposition. 2-1. Nankervis in front of the pack. A hand pass is a good one. Cleverly over the back, but it's bad luck as they slip. And it's picked up by Richardson. Richardson boots it straight out to Geelong.
What a great one.
Within kicking range.
I notice also Goggin and Bartlett having a dice.
45 yards from goal. His kick is not a good one. One behind only. Yes, well, that was a mark that richly deserved a goal. Sensational. It's Barry Richardson. Practically straight dot about to centre wing, and it's Dickie Clay he's looking for. Clay could take a free kick. It's not allowed. Here's Reid. Reid trundles along in front of him. He met by Dean, and brilliantly met he was too. Out it goes wide, and Billy Ryan's the man battling for it. Back it goes to Harris, to Reid. Reid boots it out wide to Newlands, and Newlands marks on his chest. Quickly on with the business to Andrews, and Andrews will take the mark. He misses it. It's a difficult one. He's tackled vigorously. 2-1 as Colin Beard comes in, meets a tackle, gets his foot to it, and down comes Primer and marks on his chest in the half-forward flank.
Richmond are going in hard, aren't they?
They're going in hard. Tackling very strongly indeed.
Now, Primer has a chance to swing Geelong well into attack. Geelong kicking to the scoreboard end. Primer kicking into the breeze, if anything. It's a lovely drop punt. Wade flies high. Disputed mark. Hampshire claims it. Play on, says umpire Crouch. Wade comes clear with the ball. Gets it out to Kenny Newlands. He knocks it further afield, where it's picked up there by Reid. Reid's kick is in short, straight in front of the Geelong goal. The ball knocked down here where Walker grabs it. Or Stevens, rather, wasn't in possession of the ball and will get the free kick. In fact, umpire Crouch is giving it to Wade now. It must have been a tackle further afield and around the neck to Doug Wade. And he'll take the free kick straight in front, 45 yards out, and a straight kick here, and the Cats will be in front. There's the kick by Wade. It's a beauty. This fellow can kick them from the top of the post office. It was a gem, straight through the middle. Douglas Wade has 2 goals on the board. What a great start to him, and a good start to Geelong too. 2-1-13 to Richmond 1-1-7. Tony Ongarello.
Well, Wade certainly loves to get a good start to a match. He still shows at times that little bit of temperament. Unless he gets started early, he could be in trouble. But a wonderful start in the first quarter. 2 quick goals, and certainly Wade's temperament should be at an all-time high at the moment.
Umpire Crouch in once again to bounce it high, and in come the big fellows. It's Michael Green and Hampshire. Green wins it hands down. Billy Ryan should have taken it, gets an awkward, still picks up, great hand pass. Rosenau streams down the field, down towards the half-forward line. Sheedy in position. Goggin tries to spoil him and does so. Sheedy kicks off the ground out towards the boundary line. Opportunity for Captain Dean. Dean on the boundary line, picks it up, boots it cleverly down, but badly down. Barrett made the lead, but Dean kicked it atrociously. Free kick to Geelong. Peter Walker to take his first kick of the match as he thumps it down towards the half-forward line. Underneath it is Green. Green, who's taken more marks than anybody in the game, hits it across towards Billy Brown. Brown kicks off the ground very cleverly. A chance behind the pack for Ryan, who's there to help against Hart. He boots towards Newlands and Owen. Behind the pack, it's Graham Bergen coming in, gets the bounce, takes 2 bites at it, boots it out to centre wing position. Underneath it is Burke. Burke can't take it. Coming down with Stevens. Here's Northey. Northey in a flash to Barrett. Barrett goes weaving out to the half-forward flank, boots it back towards the pocket. An opportunity now for Scarlett and Ainsworth. Ainsworth, the man with the ball, takes it over the line out of bounds.
About 8 minutes into the first quarter. Geelong 2-1, Richmond 1-1.
Right now for the boundary umpire with the Tigers deep in attack, right beside their point post. Johnny Ronaldson's going to come in and take this one down from the front position towards Bartlett. It's cleverly hit away by Hampshire, out of bounds again. Bartlett looked to have every chance then. Ronaldson and Hampshire. Hampshire's the leaper, but Ronaldson gets it down to his great height. Roger Dean stages one. He gets it behind the net.
It was a legitimate knock-on by the Geelong player, but Roger Dean moved into it rather in a timely fashion.
Very timely.
35 yards out, almost straight in front. Dean kicks and kicks very badly once again. The second kick in succession. He's put over the line on the full, and the delighted Geelong stand say free kick to Scarlett. Here's Scarlett, the fullback, decides to play straight down the centre of the ground. Looking for Bill Ryan. The leaper goes up and almost took it. To the ground it comes and they battle for it. Royce Hart in the thick of things as usual. Here's Michael Bowden as he's held. Hits it one hand out towards where the chance is there for Brown. Brown with speed breaks away and then he's beautifully tackled. He gets a hand pass. Across comes Stevens with Hart. Behind the packets Clay. Clay's in tons of trouble too. It's kicked away from him by aggressive football. Billy Brown goes down and Hart's still in the game. Hits it down towards the half-forward flank. The opportunity is there for Graham. Graham loses it. Rosenau's there to help him with strength. He tries a hand pass down to Nankervis. Nankervis tackled. He breaks away very cleverly. Boots it down to centre wing position. Michael Green's underneath it. Up goes the big fellow and takes another mark.
Most impressive big man on the game.
He's an adept at being one kick behind the game.
15-yard penalty.
Green comes in and reads the man on the mark. Green's between centre wing and half forward flank, grandstand side. A drop kick, he tries, looking for Hart as usual in front. A splendid mark taken there by Graham.
Ricky Graham from centre half back for Geelong drives towards the centre of the ground. Waiting behind there to take the big grab is Bill Ryan, and holds onto it splendidly with one hand. Looks for leads further afield. None forthcoming, so he kicks towards Andrews. Strang is in front. Bergen rather in front. Can he hold the mark? Yes, he can, according to the umpire. Graham Bergen figured prominently in this first quarter so far. There's his spiral punt kick across the centre, looking for Hart. Rosenau behind, waiting down Clay. Clay opens up the play beautifully. Pass is a hard one to Moore. Couldn't gather it in. Scarlett off the ground, has a chance. Ball down on the ground. Moore in trouble. Long hand pass to Northey under pressure. Coming through is Stevens. What's umpire Crouch going to do? He'll ball it up.
Held to him.
Ruckman gathering. Ronaldson for Richmond. Hampshire for Geelong. Down to Nankervis. Forced to kick quickly and high in the air with the left boot. Looking for Primer. Ball punched to the ground. A chance for the Tigers. Racing through there with nowhere to go. And Burke. A shot of goal by Francis Burke. He's put it through. Left foot. Long shot from about 40 yards out. And found the major opening from his first kick of the game.
Goal by Burke. Nothing about that.
Back now with umpire Crouch. There's Hampshire in the ruck with Green. Green gets a tap, but it's sharked here by Ryan. Ryan's kicked down to the half-forward line where Newlands went for the ball there, but chipping in well. Richmond, Owen with a chance, but the ball's picked up here by the Tigers, driven to the centre of the ground where the mark is taken by Bowden. Bowden's kick is wide out where it comes to Barrett. Barrett playing very wide of the centre. There's his kick, driving the ball to Northey. It was a lucky one. It was lucky. He didn't intend it, but it found Northey all on his own. And the elusive Pimpernel will put this well down towards the goal. Northey comes in. There's the kick on its way. Oh, it's a beauty. It's covering a lot of ground. This could be through. Wait on it. No, it was touched. And through for a behind only to Richmond. They move on now to 2-2-14, 1 point the difference. Geelong 2-1-13 after about 13 minutes of play in the first quarter. Scarlett to put the ball into play.
Already John Northey looks to be quite a handful for Ricky Graham out there.
The mark is splendidly taken by the big fellow. Green out to Barrett, and Barrett left foots it down towards the full forward zone. A magnificent punch by Ryan across the face of the back, and Scarlett hits straight to Moore. Moore gets a left foot snap for goal and puts it through.
And Scarlett looking very disappointed. There's Moore who kicked the goal, but Scarlett was shaking his head. He couldn't have tapped it more perfectly to him, right onto his chest.
Yes, a big punch was called for there, but Scarlett obviously had his concentration taken away there, and the tap was very deliberate indeed. It went where he wanted it to go, but obviously he didn't see Moore waiting to pounce on it.
Umpire Jeff Crouch bounces the ball in the centre once again. The big fellows are up there. Tapped down to Green. Picked up by Bartlett. Snapped forward. Rosenau coming back into position. Almost marked. Hart the chance for the crumbs. Hand pass to Northey. Trouble ahead. Northey shoots. A behind only to the Tigers. That was dangerous play. You could see Northey coming across to open up the play as Hart had the ball. He reads the game beautifully from that half-forward flank, but his kick was just a little offline. Richmond 21, leading Geelong 13. Richmond 3-3, Geelong 2-1.
Northey looking very dangerous up forward. He's had 3 kicks so far, and afraid he's been given too much latitude, I think, by Graham.
Yes, Graham can't find him.
John Scarlett, long drop punt, almost down the centre of the ground. Richmond slip over as they approach the ball. A chance for Walker. He and Barrett collide. A hand pass by Burke feeds Owen. Owen with a long kick towards the forward line. Scarlett works his way in front. Moore jostles him from behind. Whistle blows over the neck, says the umpire, and Scarlett has the free kick.
My word, Scarlett did that one well. That fullback with Eric Moore on the mark. He boots it down towards that centre half. Captain Goggins the mark. Beautifully directed, perfect pass, and Goggin behind Bartlett took it skillfully.
Best so far, I think, Doug.
In everything is Captain Goggin. He's a great little player, and he boots it out to position, but Jeffrey Strang's under. Andrews comes from behind. Strang takes the mark. Strang looks for the hand pass to Bartlett. Bartlett will be tackled, but gets his kick. Boots it down to Rosenau and Hart. Goggin comes roving through close to the pack. Hits it out in front. He won't give up. Tenacious football. Free kick to Goggin.
His 5th kick, Goggin doing very, very well indeed on the ball.
He's at centre half back. Looks to drive it out pretty wide once again, out to the flanks. Andrews is his target. Andrews goes up, got hands there first, and the free kick is going to go to Reid. Big pack of players, and Reid infringed. Umpire Crouch quick on the mark, and now it's about centre wing, grandstand side, as Reid boots it down to centre half forward. Sheedy's in front position, pushed out by Nankervis. Pushed out, and the free goes to Kevin Sheedy. Always a prolific kick getter as a back pocket. Sheedy's down at centre half back. Boots it down. Royce Hart with a late run on the scene, but behind it's Primmer. Here's an opportunity now for a hand pass, and a clever one to Rosenau. Rosenau's got it and boots it down to centre half forward. Owen goes up with Newlands. Nankervis is the rover in front. Slips to the ground, looks for a hand pass. It's a dangerous one, picked up by Newlands. Newlands straight to Bowden. Bowden then boots out towards Roger Dean, and Roger Dean, given a lot of latitude by Stevens, takes the mark. Centre wing position. Dean goes on with a wide one down towards the forward pocket, and John Ronaldson comes down with tremendous speed and marks on his chest. Comes in and boots it down towards Moore. It's another bad kick from the Tigers. The bounce favours Scarlett. Scarlett gathers it in nicely. Hand passes to Rosenau. Rosenau half-back flank tries the short pass across to the centre. It's well taken and booted down towards...
There's Bergen chipping in nicely now for Richmond. Gets the ball back to the centre of the ground, and the mark is taken here by Sheedy. Sheedy way down from the back pocket. Where's he playing? There's his kick up to centre half forward. Oh, and a lovely mark taken here by Ricky Graham. That was a beautiful diving mark. Geelong are overdoing the short passing at this stage. There's the kick by Graham, a nice one, but in the way of Strang. This Richmond half-back line, very solid, very safe. As Strang swings the Tigers into attack. Geelong under pressure now. There's a hand pass. Comes out to Brown. Brown lines up. Oh, it's off the side of the boot. No, it's not. It's going to find the goal, I think. No, wait on. Yes. It's a six-pointer to the Tigers.
Well, that one looked to go, was going into it. Tightened up at the finish. So it was going to go right out of bounds, but it's come in well.
Well, now, that puts the Tigers in a pretty good position early. Richmond 4-3-27 to Geelong 2-1-13. Richmond are surer in their handling of the ball. Geelong are fumbling a bit and are inclined to overdo, Tony, I think, the handball and the short passer.
Back line's doing well too, Ken.
Back now with umpire Crouch.
Bounces the ball in the centre of the ground. The ruckmen go up. Indecisive tap down. Nankervis has the chance. He's grabbed twice. Eventually, it's Dean who gets a kick before slung to the ground. And there's Royce Hart in the ball game. Takes the mark just wide of centre half forward with Rosenau on the mark. Lead by Moore, and he kicks towards the lead. Moore underneath the ball. Scarlett arrives and punches hard out wide towards the centre wing. A chance there for Northey. Swooping, can't win the ball. Picked up by Stevens. He's pushed to the ground. Is it Primmer? Primmer it is, who's got the free kick for a push in the back.
He got that through determination.
Primmer looking for leads further afield, so he kicks it high in the air when none are forthcoming. Towards the centre wing, a big pack of players fly for the ball. Down to the ground, a chance for Walker. Brushes his way out of one tackle. Runs round onto his right boot and boots towards centre half forward. Nobody at home except... Fantastic mark. Picked up by Sheedy, quick to recover. Sends towards half forward where it's all Richmond, and Royce Hart has the mark on his chest. Hart feeds out wide to Billy Brown and Northey. Brown goes round, lines up a long way out. He snaps a goal. Could it be number 2?
It was.
Yes. Oh. Richmond racing away now. They have 5 goals, 3 on the board. 33 to Geelong, 2-1-13.
Tigers playing great. Their mark 16 to Geelong's 10, so Richmond certainly winning in the air at the moment.
Definitely. Richmond winning across their half-back line too. They're holding that Geelong half-forward line. Back with umpire Crouch now. There's Green still in the ruck. Newnham there. Newnham gets a tap. Picked up by Roger Dean. Away go Richmond again. Out comes Bartlett. Very nearly takes a lovely mark. That's picked up by Graham. A hand pass. Brings the ball forward to Ainsworth, who comes through in dashing style. Well done, Ainsworth. Well played. Swings the ball out onto Geelong's left half-forward line. Newland flew high for the ball. Couldn't hold it. Coming in as Bergen to grab it for Richmond. Oh, he's caught with it. Will be penalised for holding him. The free kick going to the Cats will be taken out there by Gareth Andrews, it is, and he'll swing Geelong well forward. There's a kick on its way. Doug Wade is coming late on the scene, too late, and it's Green once again who takes the high mark. His 5th for the match so far, a dominating force. Green's kick swings the ball out of the danger zone for Richmond.
To centre wing it goes, and behind the pack the opportunity's there for Pete Walker. Walker gets it across to Primmer. Primmer's in tons of trouble. Picked up there, left-footed down to the half-forward line. The chances here for Green once again. In front, it's picked up for the Tigers by Bergen. Bergen straight across, and it's Roger Dean.
Dean sends forward a long kick high, unbalanced his full forward. 2 Geelong players fly for the ball, and umpire Crouch awards the mark to Hugh Strawn. No, it's Bill Ryan. Ryan with that kick. A long one out towards the flank. The opportunity there for Newman to pull in a one-hander, but he couldn't quite juggle the ball. Picked up by Burke. Burke up, stab pass, a rip it of Ronaldson, who just couldn't quite handle it inside the line, and it's gone out for a boundary throw in. Newman sprinting down to take up this ruck position against Ronaldson, but it's Ronaldson the front position down to Bartlett. Bartlett going around left-hand circle, screws it back in towards half forward. Almost a mark there to Geelong. Geelong defence under pressure, and a free kick will be paid to John Scarlett, the full-back. Quickly he plays on, looks for the handball, out to Ainsworth, his back pocket player. Ainsworth with a paddock to play in, sends towards centre half forward and Gareth Andrews, and Andrews has the mark splendidly just forward of the centre. Andrews looking for somewhere to kick it. Bergen may have encroached over the mark, but it's down towards Wade. He's outfoxed for the front position, but wins it cleverly. Oh, there's a stiffener for Mr. Wade as Beard goes in solidly. Ball picked up by Barrett. Barrett sends, Sheedy rather, sends it towards the centre of the ground. Harris has the chance, but he's beaten by Clay, who got the better bounce. Clay in towards half forward, and Dean is the man in front for Richmond.
My word, I think Wade was well and truly set up there, wasn't he?
Indeed he was.
Dean with a long spiral into the goal square, looking for Ronaldson, the big fellow. He marks. Right on his chest. Didn't give the Geelong backman any chance to punch the ball away, and now umpire Crouch is lining him up. But Ronaldson from point-blank range shouldn't have any trouble in registering a score, at least. Richmond 5-3 as he lines this one up. Moves into the goal square. Kick on its way right through the middle. 6 goals, 3. Richmond 39, Geelong 2-1, 13, and they've been playing 23 minutes in the first quarter.
Well, there's no doubt about Ronaldson. We don't see him very often, only in finals apparently, but a great effort there, similar to his effort in the grand when he kicked goals from all over the place. That was a great one.
Back in the centre now with umpire Crouch, and Richmond off to a very good start. 23 minutes into the first quarter. Very good start indeed for the Tigers. They're playing with confidence, and they seem to have Geelong under a lot of pressure early in this game. They appear to be physically stronger. Geelong too easily brushed aside. There's Bartlett, you can see, hands on hips there. Roger Dean coming across to the centre. There's Ronaldson going high, but the tap goes to Hampshire. Geelong not winning the ball around the packs. This time they do through Goggin. Goggin gets the ball forward, but once again it's Strang breaking up the attack. This is where Geelong are breaking down on their half-forward line. Strang kicked back towards the centre of the ground where Goggin goes for it. Couldn't hold it. A chance here for Primer. Primer kicks the ball forward, but it goes straight to Bartlett. Bartlett swings Richmond forward, but this kick straight into the hands of Jeff Rosenau. Rosenau's got a lead wide out here from Andrews. Andrews playing very wide. That's rather indirect football, but Andrews is going through the half-forward line now, looking for Newlands out there, but coming in as Owen. Owen knocks the ball clear. Ryan comes to it. Owen in turn grabs it here. He slips, recovers well, breaks the tackle, gets away with everything because no one was holding on to him, drives the ball to Hart, who is way down from centre half forward, and Hart takes the mark midfield on the outer side of the ground.
Hart a long way out of position, sends towards the half-forward flank, looking for his big ruck for over in Bowden. Bowden scoops the ball ahead, keeps it in play, can't quite pick it up, does so eventually, lines up from a long way out, kicks a high one into the goal square, towards the goal square, but he's off target, and it's across the line and out of bounds for a free kick to fullback John Scarlett of Geelong.
Geelong.
Scarlett comes in and boots it out wide towards Ronaldson. Ronaldson can't hold it. It's all Richmond, however. It's the brilliant Royce Hart who takes another telling mark.
Hart from the long way out again on that outer flank. Boots the ball back in towards the full forward area. Moore sets himself in the pack, can't mark. Waiting down Bowden. Snapshot. A goal. Oh, Richmond are doing it easily. They've raced away now to 7 goals, 3, 45. And Geelong 2-1, 13.
Well, it's a procession at the moment. Richmond certainly completely dominating the game. There's no doubt about it. Their rucks are winning.
Umpire Crouch bounces in the centre. It's Michael Green who comes in and battles there. Gets it down. Andrews in the thick of things too. It's all Richmond. Down towards Royce Hart. Here's Rosenau at centre half back. Hart tries to tackle him from the ground. Can't reach him. Down towards centre wing and is taken by Harris. Missed by him. Strang comes in with bold aggressive football. Hits it along and loses the run of it. Dick plays there to assist him. Onto his left foot and he boots it down towards the pocket. Scarlett's underneath it on the boundary line. Can't hold it. And the ball's still in play. He's got the chance to hand pass. Doesn't need to. He'll be tackled by Northey. Gives it to Graham. Graham's at centre half half-back, steadies for a drop kick and boots it down the Owen direction. Owen loses his footing but still comes back into play nicely, gets a hand pass to Bartlett. Richmond will swarm downfield once again as Bartlett to centre half forward. Up goes Royce Hart, recovers quickly as usual, beats the lot of them, gets it cleverly to Clay. Clay across in the direction of Barrett. Barrett's at centre half forward as he screws it back towards the pocket. Underneath the Geelong this time, and it's taken there by Strawn. Strawn in the back pocket. Boots out in the direction of Primmer. Primmer and Burke go for it. Burke's the man who got his hands there first. Hampshire shows the pace for the big fellow. He's hotly pursued by Barrett, but doing well for 6'4". Does brilliantly, then runs into 2 Richmond tackles. Barrett takes it away from him on the half-forward line, sends it skimming downfield. In front once again is Strawn. Strawn plays on quickly and boots it down towards where Newland's there with Hart. Newland's comes from behind, Hart in front, neither can hold it. Goggin, who's been a great battler, breaks away from the pack and boots it downfield. In front is Bergen. Bergen misses in the mud patch a bit. He's pulled and shoved and takes a free kick. The tackle was too high.
Playing in front, these Richmond backs all the time, aren't they?
That half-back line has been completely impregnable as it's booted by Bergen down in the winning Royce Hart. Hart and Rose now fly for it. Rose now punches it down. Here's Billy Brown, open goal in front of him, shoots and kicks it badly. Strawn will mark it and takes another one. Strawn quickly on with the business with the left foot out to Graham. This is dangerous football. Francis Burke goes up and beats him for it. Recovers quickly onto his left foot. He's got the chance to shoot for goal. 30 yards out, bangs it and puts it through for his own second.
Completely outplaying Geelong are Richmond.
Yes, they look a very confident side indeed, the Tigers, doing everything right at the moment, and Geelong just look completely nonplussed. Too many of their name players just not getting into it. If they take Goggin, of course they'll be a much better side. Goggin is one Geelong player doing particularly well for them.
There's the bounce in the centre once again. Ronaldson is up there to try and tap it down. He gets it down, picked up by Burke. Burke sends further afield out towards the flank. Bartlett has the run of the ball. Can he get past Ainsworth? Yes, he does. A short pass into Moore. Can't mark. Scarlett on the scene. Punches the ball further afield towards Ainsworth. Geelong out of trouble temporarily as Ainsworth goes across. Harris can't mark and the ball off his hands out of bounds. Richmond 8-3-51. Geelong 2-1-13. Boundary throw-in about to be effected on the members' side of the ground. There it is. Ronaldson reaches high, but it's Newland who takes the ball without it being previously touched. Then he boots forward looking for Ryan. Ryan behind the pack can't mark. Sheedy recovers beautifully. Does it with style, does Kevin Sheedy towards half forward. Nobody at home there for the Tigers as the ball bounces. Hart is in the thick of things. Rosenau comes in for his bite of the cherry. Picked up by Northey and kept in play. Ainsworth the chance to mark. Down to the ground he goes as he tries to recover. Under all the pressure in the world. Gets one round the neck and will get the free kick. The respective back pocket players have been right in the thick of things. Sheedy coming a long way downfield and Ainsworth also prominent. Ainsworth chooses the boundary, given the lead further afield by Rosenau. Oh, Royce Hart all over the top of him. A fantastic mark by the Richmond 21-year-old centre half forward. Hart kicks it in a little short, looking for the big fellow. Green is there. Ronaldson too in front. Nobody can mark. Yes, it's been awarded to Green. Green, the man in front. Umpire Crouch said he held it long enough. And Michael Green, the best mark in the league, 6 marks in this match so far, has the chance to put the Tigers further in front. Lines up with a long kick. It's a little off the side. Is it straight? Is it straight enough? Yes, it is. Shepherded through. Pushing the back, though. No score.
Middle of the back.
Well, that's a welcome relief for Geelong, whose defence certainly at the moment is under tremendous pressure.
It's Scarlett to take the free kick. And he comes right in the teeth of goal. He chooses the grandstand side and boots it out in the direction of Rose now. The dangerous Hart is there with him all the way. Punches it down. Here comes the brilliant Goggin. Roving close to the pack. He decides to do it himself and goes for the run. 30 yards he goes. He's brilliantly shepherded. 40 he goes. Brilliant play, Goggin. Steadies and sends a drop kick. It's not a good one. Out into open territory. Leading is Richardson. Richardson doesn't gather it in. Beard is there with Wade. Wade is tackled when never in possession. Here's a chance for Barrett on the half-back flank. He crawls on top of the ball. Fights for it. Struggles. Umpire says pushed in the back and Barrett takes the free kick.
What about the kick to Wade beforehand? That was a bad decision by umpire Crouch, I feel.
A definite free to Wade, certainly.
Half-back flank on the grandstand side. Barrett kicked a good 60-yarder down the Hampshire direction. Hampshire and Rose now battle for it. Stevens in the thick of things too. Royce Hart always struggling and fighting, but takes a free.
And there is the siren to end the first quarter with Richmond well on top. The Tigers 8-3, 51 points to Geelong 2-1-13. Umpire Crouch about to bounce the ball for the commencement of the second quarter. Immediately Geelong go forward, and my word, they need to. The ball comes up towards Andrews. He overruns it. So too does Hampshire. And out comes Strang to kick the ball away. Racing to it there for Geelong is Stevens. Stevens gets a hand pass to Nankervis. Nankervis is tackled hard, couldn't break clear. Richmond defence close checking at all times, and they won't allow Geelong to break out into the open. Umpire Crouch to bounce the ball. Richmond way on top, 8-3 to 2-1. Geelong trying to force their way through the pack, but the free kick is going Richmond's way. And the free will be taken here by Francis Burke. Burke to take it for Richmond, with Geelong in attack and kicking to the Richmond end.
Burke on half-back flank, boots it down the grandstand side. In front, the chances there for Goggin. Goggin being one of Geelong's only stars. Boots it across the boundary line, takes it across with him as he's tackled by Bowden. He takes a free kick, does Bill Goggin. Half-forward flank, grandstand side. Michael Green lurking down there in the marking area. The short pass to Newlands is beautifully delivered by Goggin, takes the mark. Ken Newlands a long way out from goal. A good 65 to 70 yards on the grandstand side.
Gladman on the ground for Geelong.
It's right to the teeth of goal. It's off the hands of the pack and slipped through for a behind to Geelong.
I think Primmer may have gone off.
Yes, it looks like it, Ken. Gladman is over on the far wing playing on Dick Clay.
Waiting now as full-back Barry Richardson. He's looking to make his decisions to which side of the ground he's choosing. Michael Bowden makes a lead and goes alone. He ignores it and kicks it out to the outer side of the ground, and Green is his target. Johnny Newman's with him off the hands of the package, picked up nicely by Reid. He then boots it down towards that full forward zone. 2-1 against Wade. Colin Beard recovers quickest in the 10-yard square, boots them out of danger, down towards where Darky Harris flies up with Burke. Down they come to the ground. Owen's got the chance. Goggin won't let them break away with it. Tackles Bartlett, and the umpire's going to bounce it. Half-forward line, Geelong in attack. The bounce, it comes Hampshire of the late run and thumps it down towards Harris. He's immediately tackled, and the umpire says you were not trying to get rid of it. And there's Bowden and Billy Ryan having a little argument, and Sheedy goes down. Sheedy's to take the free kick on half-back flank. Plenty of fire and endeavour in this fellow. He's as tough as they come, and tons of brilliance as Sheedy. Half-back flank, boots a punt kick which is not up to his normal high standard. Nankervis takes a good one. Umpire must have said play on. Picked up by Burke. Burke boots it down, and Billy Ryan will mark this one. Ryan on the half-back line takes the mark.
Nankervis was nonplussed.
Ryan's long punt kick, and Michael Green up again. This is what he might have taken. Down to the ground goes Stevens. Battles for it. The umpire comes in and gives the free kick, and it's Gladman on the ground who's to take the free. Gladman punt kicks at the half-forward line. Green underneath it once again and takes another mark. 7 marks to Michael Green, plays on quickly, and here's another mark to Kevin Bartlett. He's on half-back flank, got tons of time. He was almost off. Goggins on the mark. Bartlett half-back flank. Grandstand side, his kick is a poor one again. Bounces awkwardly for Newman. Behind the pack, the chances there for Walker. Barrett's in the thick of it, but Graham emerges with it. His kick doesn't do much for Geelong. Out towards centre wing position. Behind the pack, the chances here for Nankervis. Nankervis sockets it out into open territory, pursued by Bergen. He was pushed in the back, or bumped in the back it was, and the free goes to a pretty quiet Ian Nankervis. Hampshire gives the lead. Oh, it's a short one to Stevens. It gained little for the side, a bare 10 yards, and made it further out towards the wing, but Stevens has got it. Stevens comes in now, boots down. Michael Bowden leaps towards it, gets an awkward bounce. A chance now for a good pick up by Beard. Well tackled he was too. Beautifully tackled by Reid, and Reid takes the free kick. Beard thought he could go right through him that time, but it was beautifully done by Reid, and Reid is a long way out from goal. His kick is all height and no distance down towards a big pack. Wade from behind got hands there first. An opportunity there for Goggin. He can't pick up. Wade's in the thick of things too. Well played Graham Bergen. Bergen's kick doesn't cover much distance. Clay came through with strength and power, but it's taken away from him by Newman. Kevin Bartlett brilliantly away from the pack down towards the Royce Hart Rosenau direction, and Hart brilliantly spoils him. Graham goes to the ground. Stacks on the mill. Graham emerges with the ball. He's pulled on the arm. The umpire's whistle has gone beforehand, and he will bounce it on the centre half forward zone for the Cats. In comes Johnny Newman, who's been pretty quiet, punched away by Ronaldson, down towards Nankervis. Nankervis can't find anyone except Brown. Brown is tackled when not in possession. The free kick will go to the Tigers. Brown tries the short one, and there's nobody at home except Dick Clay, and Dick Clay, who kicks tremendous distances, has got it between centre wing and half forward flank on the outer side of the ground. Clay's kick is off the side of the boot and doesn't cover the distance. Graham and Northey are the battlers for it. Behind the pack it's Stevens. Stevens well shepherded. Dean a great tackle. Out towards where Nankervis is 2-1 against him now with Brown there. Brown gets the ball. Nankervis tackles him. Down he goes and here's Hart again. And Hart thumps it down to the full forward zone. The pack fly and it's Geelong in front and it's nicely taken by Strawn. Hart is carving Rosenau to pieces. Here's Strawn. Kicking to the outer side of the ground. Out wide it goes in front. It's all anticipation by Dean, and Dean takes the easiest of simple marks. He's within kicking range. Won't be easy. 45 to 50 yards out into the breeze. Kicks it down towards the 10-yard square, but it's offline and it's through for one behind.
Geelong just haven't settled down, Tony, have they?
He's been very instrumental in upsetting Geelong's both flanks. He's from one side of the ground to the other.
Fullback John Scarlett kicks in, not getting a great deal of distance, but over the top again, Bill Ryan. It was either Ryan or Hampshire for that one, but it was Ryan who pulled in the mark for the Cats. Ryan favours the punt kick, as is his usual form, down towards the centre. Underneath it was Andrews, couldn't mark. Hampshire tried to play on and was caught. Umpire Crouch says what? Ball up? No? What's going on? Yes, it is a ball up. Racing in to thump the ball away was Green. A 40-yard punch. A chance for Stevens out there. He wins the ball and quickly puts it on his boot up wide towards Reid. But Reid and his opponent Strang can't win the ball before it goes across the line. Boundary throw in, outer side, centre wing. Ruckman in there, Green, but Hampshire beats him for the front position. Green wins the tap, ball hits the ground. Two number 40s there. Billy Brown in tons of trouble, gets one around the neck and gets the free kick. Nobody on the mark. Now there is. Umpire Crouch waving him back just a little. And Brown to put the Tigers forward. In towards centre half forward. Not a lot of distance. Punched away from Dean. Stevens with the ball. Kicks towards half forward for the Cats. Andrews impeded coming towards the ball. A chance now for Bowden. Bowden kicks towards centre half forward. Newman is there. Can't mark one hand. Ball hit Ryan on the head. Now he comes away with the ball and pokes a little pass out to Nankervis, who accepts it almost in the prone position. Nankervis wastes no time. He tucks it under his wing now and decides to go for a little run on his left boot. He kicks to centre half forward looking for Newman, who was in front of the pack. Umpire Crouch says play on. Down on the ground it's Harris. Is he caught? It was Reid rather. Out wide to Gladman. Gladman's kick is smothered. Off the hands. It's a chance now for Strang, who goes out after it. Can't quite pick it up at the first attempt. Being pursued by Andrews. Strang goes for a bounce. Gets caught. Hand passes further afield. Well backed up by Sheedy. Sheedy the short pass further afield to Hartlow. Bowden. Hand pass from Bowden to Clay. Good football. Clay out wide towards the flank where Bartlett tries to smother but loses the run. A chance now for Hart, ever present. Puts his boot down. Traps it beautifully. Keeps it in front of him. Clever football. Gives it to Bartlett with the hand pass. Bartlett's left foot kick goes further afield. Graham running, misses. A chance for Moore. He looks for the hand pass. Sets up Hart. Hart breaks clear of one tackle. Puts it under his left boot. In towards the forward area. Northey waits. Down to ground it comes. A chance there for Bartlett and Northey. Bartlett's unloaded. Play on, says the umpire. Picked up by Burke. Left foot screw shot at goal. Floating away at the last moment is good for a behind to the Tigers.
Completely outpointing Geelong at the moment are Richmond. 8-5 they are to Geelong 2-2, and we're about 8 minutes into the second quarter. Geelong just can't settle down. They can't get any rhythm into their game. And they're not allowed to. Here's the kick in by Scarlett. Good one too. Looking out here for Ryan. The big fellow flies. Didn't hold the mark. In centre, hand pass forward. Decides not to. Breaks the tackle. There's his kick towards the centre of the ground. Walker comes late on the scene. Ball punched away by Newland. Newland has a chance now to pick it up. He's going to be caught. Barrett's got him. He's going to be penalised for holding the ball. Well, I'll never. Geelong supporters not too happy as Barrett gets the free kick. He gets a lovely lead from Bowden. Bowden in turn looking for Northey. There's the pass coming to Northey. Northey has the ball punched away by Graham. Gives Harris the chance to come in. Harris eludes a tackle there. He's going to be caught. No, he's not. Gets his boot to the ball towards centre half forward. Plenty of Richmond players as Beard comes in. Sockers the ball off the ground. In comes Gladman. He's bumped away from it. Brown picks up the ball. Whips a hand pass to Northey. Northey down to full forward. Moore is there and takes it. Completely outplaying Geelong. And Moore has a chance to score his second goal. And the Tigers ninth at the 9-minute mark of the second quarter. There's Moore. Eric Moore, the youthful forward for Richmond, comes in. Drop punt on its way. The goal umpire moves a little. I think it's there. Yes, it was. Yet another one to the Tigers. That's Moore's second.
Yes, it's all Richmond at the moment. Certainly Geelong are reduced to rabble at the moment. They can't get any sort of a game going. They're not first to the ball. They're scragging. And, of course, as you can see, it's Richmond completely confident, in control in most positions, particularly the ruck and, of course, across that half-back line. But they look a very dedicated, determined side, Richmond, and they're forging ahead as the game goes on.
John Newman's on the ball, and what a quiet John Newman he's been today as Michael Green comes in to do battle with him. It's a disputed one. Green recovers best, and then he's tackled by Newman. Underneath it all is the 18-year-old Stephen showing plenty of courage, and it'll be bounced as umpire Crouch comes in, and Green throws the mud away from his fingers and arms. On the bounce in the centre once again. Nobody punches this one. Burke's the busy player in the centre of it. He's tackled immediately, grabs the ball. He's ridden into the ground, and the umpire has only one decision to make, is to bounce it for the third time. In come the big fellows, and Hampshire gets this one away out to Newlands. Newlands runs into a teammate, can't get foot to ball, battles for it there, and he's tackled, and he's held.
Oh, yes.
No, he's going to give it to him.
Must get it.
He boots it out towards the half-forward line. It's a dangerous one, and a good tackle by Dean. Fighting for it out there. The hand pass goes in. Intercepted by Clay. Clay's kick is nicely smothered by Gladman. He recovers better as Clay. Boots it back into the centre of the ground, and coming down to meet it is Hart. He taps it along in front of him. Rosenau will take this one away from him. No, he won't. Hart picks it up and recovers once again onto his left foot and boots for Eric Moore. A perfect pass. A magnificent lead. Classic football.
Well, Rosenau did everything he could to stop Hart there, but at the finish it was Hart who bobbed up from a hopeless position, and his kick found Moore. What a great player is Royce Hart.
11 kicks to Hart.
Yes, there'll have to be a change made there, one would think, pretty quickly as Moore comes in to shoot for goal. Scarlett on the mark, Moore about 45 to 50 yards out, comes in close, doesn't make the distance, and here's Ronaldson in front. He's spoiled at the last moment there. He plays on against three of them, does it nicely. Kick is smothered by Ainsworth. Ainsworth cleverly. He's down, but didn't he show courage? He's on his feet again, and out wide it comes. The chances here for Andrews, who's well tackled. He's tackled by Hart beautifully, and in the centre of things, and down they're going as Walker's in it too. And umpire Crouch comes in, and the free kick is going to go to the Tigers, and it's Royce Hart lying on the ground feeling his ear, who's to get up and take it.
Ainsworth looking pretty shaky too, because he wanders back to that back pocket. He was wide open, wasn't he, at the time?
Yes, he showed tremendous courage to keep on with the business that time, and here's Hart. Another courageous player, too far out to score. The brilliant left footer comes in, close to the man of the mark. Punt kicks it down towards the 10-yard square. It's a big pack waiting for Ryan from behind.
Or Scarlett.
Ryan
it was, yep.
Ryan's the big leaper who boots it out wide to centre wing, where Clay's going to do battle there with Gladman and beats him pointless. Perfect judgment. 6'1" winger is pretty hard to beat when there's that much ability. Clay's on the half-forward flank on the outer side of the ground. 65-yarder. Comes in and sends a long high one down towards the 10-yard square. Again, the big fellow's up for it. Scarlett was the leaper, and in front it's Eric Moore battling for it. He can't pick it up, and out it goes wide towards Harris. Harris is strongly tackled. A kick off the ground by Moore is brilliant football, and through from behind. Almost a lucky one to Eric Moore.
Almost a good place kick there, Doug. It was a beauty. Good quick thinking. He wouldn't have had time to pick it up.
Playing with a lot of confidence, aren't they, Doug, the Tigers? Everything seems to be breaking for them too, you know. And when you sort of create the situation for yourself, it puts a lot of pressure on the opponents, doesn't it? Geelong are not playing with any confidence at all. Scarlett about to put the ball into play, going more or less straight down the ground. Hampshire is the target, no doubt, and he takes the mark. That was a beauty. The only one I think he's taken today overhead, that's his first. It's a nice mark by the young ruckman. He's kicked towards the centre of the ground. Rosenau comes late on the scene, knocks the ball away. Bowden's in the thick of it, grabs the ball, is tackled. He's going to be penalised for holding the ball, and the free kick will go to Rosenau. Rosenau almost midfield, looking for someone at centre half forward. Geelong breaking down their half forward line, but this time it's Newnham who takes the mark. He's been very quiet today. That's his first mark, and this is significant. The two Geelong ruckmen have taken their first two marks. What's happened here? I think
back on his mark.
Beard was just a shade over, and he's been brought back. And Newnham has a chance now to put it well down towards Wade. I think they're crowding Wade a lot. There's the kick, bringing the ball forward to Wade. Always under a lot of pressure. Has about two opponents there. It's Sheedy emerging with the ball. Breaks a tackle brilliantly. Comes away with the ball. He's a dasher, this fellow. Comes away, and a lovely pass comes out here to Burke. Burke looking for Northey. Will he kick it to him? No, he decides to drive it up towards the big fellow Rollinson, but coming behind was Ryan, couldn't hold the ball. This allows Graham in. Graham's got it for Geelong. He's got a lead out here on the flank from Reid, and Reid takes the mark nicely. It was a beautiful pass. There's a chance. He drives the ball forward, but it's a poorly directed kick. There were two Geelong players. This allows Strang in, and away go the Tigers again. A lovely kick, swinging them into attack. Ryan flies again, couldn't hold the ball. There's a free kick for Richmond. It must go their way against Geelong as the ball goes to Brown. Brown lines up the goal. This is falling a bit short, and the mark is taken by Moore between the goal and the behind post. A beautiful mark taken by Eric Moore. He comes round quickly, lines up the goal, and I think he's put it through. Yes. Goal number 3 to Eric Moore, and the Tigers really go right away from the Cats now. They move on to 10-6, 60 points to Geelong 2-2-14. Geelong have only added one behind in the second quarter, which has been in progress about 16 minutes.
Well, Eric Moore doing well too. He's one player that perhaps Geelong wouldn't have expected a great deal of trouble from, but he's certainly done a good job. 3 goals won to date, and he certainly outpointed Scarlett on that occasion.
Ronaldson's in the front position, punched away by Hampshire, out wide towards the flank where Gladman is pushed out nicely, picked up well by Burke. Burke's left footer goes to the half-forward line. Northey kicks it off the ground, follows on well, met by Stevens, beats him brilliantly. Perfect pass, Northey to Barrett, and Barrett's marked in the half-forward flank. Barrett's grandstand half-forward flank. See what the long kicking centre man can do with this one. He comes in, he's going to choose a drop kick. It's a bad one. It's a grubber. Here comes Royce Hart in front as usual. The bounce eludes him, goes to Scarlett. Scarlett's hand passes to Nankervis. Nankervis tries a short one straight to Barrett.
They're passing beautifully to Richmond, Geelong.
It's unbelievable. They cannot do anything right, and there was 2 Geelong players who just floated over their head, and it's centre man William Barrett once again, half-forward flank. This is a tremendous spiral torpedo punt. Down, and it's nicely taken in front by Ryan, one of the few Geelong men to take any marks.
6 marks to Bill Ryan.
Comes Billy Ryan. Kicks down that grandstand side once again. Francis Burke goes for front position. Down in front is Roger Dean. Well tackled he was too. Picked up by Bowden. Bowden cleverly across in the Northey Barrett direction. Barrett will have a left foot snap for goal. Down to Moore and straight. No matter what they do, they can't go wrong. That was never intended in Moore's point-blank range.
In any case, it would have been a free kick. Umpire Crouch had paid the interference after Barrett had disposed of the ball.
Moore 20 yards out. Bangs it through for a major. That's his 4th.
Well, Geelong look particularly heavy-legged in the going. I don't think they're able to get their speed and teamwork going because perhaps the surface of the MCG here is just a little bit dead, and I think most of the Geelong players like to play on top of the surface, whereas, of course, this doesn't appear to be worrying Richmond at all.
Wouldn't you think that Peter Pianto bring Wade out the centre half forward, because this is where Geelong are breaking down. They've got Strawn there, I noticed.
Yes.
They try to do something about it because this is where they're breaking down badly.
Ronaldson again. Down it goes to Geelong, and Geelong left foot it down to the half-forward line. Beautiful mark, Sheedy. Sheedy's been one of the dominant players on the ground. He's pulled around the back by Newlands. He and Newlands exactly haven't been buddies throughout the game, and Colin Beard comes in and shows his strength and pushes Newlands back, and the free is going to be taken, or the mark to shoot.
Walker out of the centre turn.
Yes, he's on the half-back flank, picking up Northey, Dick.
And the short pass goes brilliantly to Hart. Here's the best player on the ground who marks in the centre again. And if ever there was a move that should be made, it's Rosenau away from him. That's his 6th mark. He boots it down to Green, but in front it's nicely intercepted by Peter Walker. Walker's off with an awkward-looking bounce, dodges Bartlett cleverly, boots it down to the half-forward line. Here's Strawn, outmarked completely by Hart that time, but he couldn't hold it, and Hart's down on the half-back line at this stage. The free kick is going for round the neck to Strawn. Strawn between centre wing and half-forward flank on the grandstand side, and Doug Wade, who's been freezing down there and had virtually no opportunities after the first few moments, down to a big hungry pack it goes, and Wade comes out. Beautifully done. Magnificent mark by the big fella.
He's a great competitor, this fellow. No 2 ways about it. He had about 5 or 6 fellas to contend with, and his big bulk brushed them aside.
It's a great mark.
Here he comes to shoot from about 45 to 50 yards out. It's not the normal long Wade kick, and in the 10-yard square, it's claimed by Richmond, pushed through off the outstretched fingers, and that's a rush behind to the Cats.
Only their 2nd score, isn't it, for the term? Well,
yes, Ken. They were 2-1 at quarter time.
Colin Beard to kick off by the look of it. Richardson has done some damage to an ankle by the look of it.
Yes, he's limping perceptibly.
Not surprising, you know. He's been a bit doubtful, hasn't he, for about a fortnight now.
There's the kick in by Beard. The crowd saying that he encroached over the line. Ronaldson helps Newman higher in the air. Punched forward by Graham of Geelong. He has the chance. He puts the ball onto his boot quickly, but it's all Tigers out there. Picked up by Strang. Strang to feed further afield. And the mark pulled in by William Barrett, Esquire, out on the wing. Willie Barrett. Centre wing. Outer side. On the defensive side of centre at the moment. But he chooses that penetrating drop kick of his to send forward to Hart. Stretches high but can't mark. Picked up by Ainsworth. Ainsworth pokes the pass into the centre of the ground to Billy Goggin, and Goggin has the mark. Now he's just on the offensive side of centre, and he chooses to kick in towards half forward. The lead there was a good one, but Burke almost picked up the crumbs. Taken by Beard and sent forward once again. Walker battles with Norby. Play on, says the umpire, surprisingly. The advantage to Richmond. Hand pass to Barrett. A long driving drop kick by Barrett. In for a score, but a minor one only. Richmond 11-7 now. 73. Geelong 2-3-15.
Very one-sided affair, isn't it? Very disappointing to this stage of the game. And I noticed Barry Richardson down there in the hands of the Richmond trainers, but let's concentrate on Scarlett.
And Scarlett comes in and chooses the outer side of the ground. It's a long, high punt kick. They're waiting for it behind. It's taken there by Bartlett. Bartlett scurries away from the pack. Out wide it goes towards Andrews and Michael Bowden. In the van is Verick Moore. Moore is tackled when not in possession, I thought. He plays cleverly out to Dean. Dean steadies the short pass to Hart, and Hart takes another one. Hart could have been 10 yards. Off he goes. He's sandwiched. Down he goes. Umpire comes in and indicates pushed in the back, and this tremendous player takes yet another free kick.
Well, Rosenau seemed to come off second best there anyway.
14 kicks to Hart, and what are we, 22 minutes into the second quarter. What a ball he's having.
And he comes now a long way out. Beyond the centre half forward post is Royce Hart. Punt kick is a magnificent one, long and high, but off direction, and it's one behind. It's out of bounds on the full as Bill Ryan took it. The free kick is going to go to Scarlett.
Got a feeling Richardson's going to come off, or he's going to be taken out of that full back position.
That change has been made. Wade to centre half forward, Strawn to full forward for Geelong.
Not before time.
Heading now as Scarlett boots down the grandstand side, and Michael Green front position. Good leap by Andrews in front. It's Bartlett, tackled by Newman. Picked up by Ronaldson out to Northey. Northey hits it out to Bowden. Bowden tries to get it cleverly out to Hart, but misses it. Then screws it back to the 10-yard square. Ryan underneath it takes another mark. Roger Dean's got the cheek to appeal for a free kick.
Well, they've been getting plenty of Richmond.
To Ainsworth. Ainsworth on his chest on half-back flank for Geelong. Gareth Andrews giving the signal, kick it high to me. Ainsworth comes downfield and kicks it to Johnny Newman. Newman been a poor player. Andrews cleverly out to Goggin. Goggin well tackled. Umpire let it go on. Must have been something there. And here's a chance now for Andrews again. Andrews on his left foot, boots it down towards Barrett. And Barrett marks alone and unattended. Sends a drop kick to Royce Hart. Royce Hart outmanoeuvres Rosenau and drops the mark. Rosenau recovers nicely, well shepherded too. And then boots it out towards centre wing position. Looking for Hampshire. Off Hampshire's fingers it goes to Owen. Owen is solidly met but takes it well. Held it a long time. Out to Bartlett. Bartlett, an awkward bounce, is spoilt by Barrett. It comes back to him, mishandles it. In comes the bustling Billy Goggin. Goggin then boots it down to the half-forward line. All Richmond. Michael Green, thank you, and takes another mark. There's nobody with him. He hits it across to Sheedy. Sheedy decides on a short one to Hart. Like a bullet. Like a bullet. Brilliant football. Hart goes scurrying downfield with a long one down towards the forward line. Barry Richardson's down there. More behind.
Takes a beauty.
Wonderful. Oh, it's all Richmond. Goodness me, but doesn't Hart inspire the rest of the side? His leading and positional play is so good that you see even back pocket players hitting him on the chest with it.
5 marks to Moore too, though.
Yes, and Moore's about 35 to 40 yards out. Kicks badly this time.
Coming back to him.
Yes, 15 yards downfield. He went over the mark.
Well, this is typical of the luck that Geelong are enjoying at the moment. They can't do a thing right.
Yes, when you're
down, Doug.
You're really down, and this brings more into the famous commentator expression, point-blank range. About 15 yards out is Scarlett.
Coming up for goal 5 too, Doug, is
yes.
Eric Moore.
Eric Moore kicking to the scoreboard goal. Comes in and kicks it. Just enough, it's through.
Oh, Jay, it only just got there, didn't it? Just squeezed in, I think, Tony.
Yes, just there, but the score's on the board, Ken. Another 6 points. My goodness me, they're certainly running away now, Richmond.
12-7 to 2-3.
very disappointing for the crowd, you know. This is a very one-sided. It's one of the most one-sided semi-finals I've seen for a long, long time. But Geelong just can't swing into their game. They seem flat-footed, don't they?
Terrible. Players like Newman and Newlands, I don't think they've hardly had a touch between them.
Wade, I notice now, looks like he might be running on the ball.
They need something. There's Newman.
In the centre. Sorry, King.
Newman going high there, but the tapper smothered, kicked off the ground by Richmond, grabbed here by Geelong, and away they go into attack through Harris, sending the ball to centre half forward. Strawn very nearly marked the ball, couldn't quite do so. The big fella Hampshire's in there. He can't grab it. He shepherds off for Ryan. Ryan a hand pass to Strawn. Strawn a left foot shot, puts it through for a goal, I think. No, a point over. Well, they can't do anything right. There's a punch-up going on behind the play.
Oh, Douglas.
Look at Douglas. He got very happy with umpire Crouch. Not a bit happy with him, and he's telling him why. And just let's watch this. He's a colourful player, isn't he? He's a delight, really. Anyhow, there's the kick in now by Beard, who is limping perceptibly too, and it comes out to Clay. Clay's kick is a lovely one towards the centre of the ground. There Stevens comes from behind and takes a lovely mark over Roger Dean. What will Stevens do? He kicks it straight to Richmond. Strang. Oops. A poorly directed kick. A little bit of unnecessary vigour coming into the game too, as Strang clears the ball away. A good kick towards the centre of the ground. Plenty of Geelong players there. Pack develops. Douglas Wade's in the thick of it with Newman. The whistle goes. Umpire Crouch is my ball, and he's going to bounce it.
Bounce it on centre wing, he does. In comes Ronaldson. Newman wins this one, but straight to Dean it goes. Dean down towards the half-forward line, where Walker and Northey have a little battle, but no doubt Walker was infringing against John Northey. Northey takes the free kick. Northey decides out wide. Look at this. Alone and unattended on one leg is Barry Richardson to take the mark. Richardson is a long way out from goal. Another one alone and unattended. Thank you very much. Richmond, you nearly missed it, Francis Burke. It was almost too easy. Burke takes the mark on half-forward flank on the grandstand side. He'll kick to the scoreboard goal, and he's about 60 to 65 yards out. Francis Burke comes in and kicks a long one. It's a magnificent style torpedo punt on the goal line. It's through. That was the goal of the match.
A fantastic torpedo from Burke. It just travelled and travelled.
That's his
third goal. 3 straight from Francis. A great effort. But my goodness, one must comment that goal probably came from Bill Ryan's very inattentive defensive play there. Instead of picking up the man that dropped short after Richardson got it, he went back into the goal square. God knows why.
13-7. Richmond 2-4 Geelong.
Bang goes Green with Newman. Neither can break away and find their over. A kick off the ground. Ugly milling back. Umpire Crouch in the centre of it decides he'll bounce it again. Michael Bowden's on the ball. Hampshire's the man who got there first. Clay's waiting for it. He's well tackled by Gladman. To the ground they both go. Billy Brown tries a hand pass. Stevens thumps it away. Then it's thumped out to Beard. Beard gets foot to ball very quickly. Down it goes with the markers. Nicely taken over there by Rosenau. Rosenau tries the short pass, and Goggin was obstructed by the umpire. That was bad luck. Luck's against you, it's against you. Newman goes over the top, and Goggin's taking a free kick. Goggin quickly on with the business. Downfield, it covers no distance. It was smothered. Here's Brown. Brown in the mud patch in trouble. Gets foot to ball. Screws it out to centre wing position. In front there is Walker. Walker and Northey, and Newman comes in. Newman can't pick up. Goes through brilliantly. Steadies himself now and tries the long one. Boots it out in the Wade direction. Wade's got Green against him, and Green's too big. 6'5", takes the mark. Down to centre half back he goes for the run. Short passes beautifully to the centre wing position to Barrett. Barrett then thumps it out looking for Royce Hart. Jeffrey Rosenau comes in hard. Beats him pointless.
Magnificent Hart. A tremendous performance. That's mark number 8.
And there's Michael Bowden receiving a perfect left foot punt pass from Hart. And Bowden is about 60 yards out in the true centre half forward position. In comes the ruck rover. Kicks and kicks it poorly. Roger Dean's underneath it and takes the mark. This has happened so often. A misdirected kick and Richmond take the mark.
Well, this is champagne football, but unfortunately it's all coming from Richmond. They're playing tremendously well.
Dean 20 yards out, shoots for goal, and it is through.
It's the sort of champagne, Tony, that Geelong haven't even been given the cork. There's the scoreboard. Richmond 14-7, 81.
Yep. There's umpire Crouch. All set now for the start of the third quarter, and my word, Geelong will have to do something about it as the tap goes Geelong's way. Scarlett is in the ruck at the moment. Yes, Strawn is obviously playing at fullback. And the free right from the commencement of play is going to Roger Dean, the Richmond skipper. Dean taking the free right in the centre. I think Ainsworth is in the centre too, as far as I can see. A lot of changes in the Geelong side. There's the kick by Dean. Bring the ball down to Hart. Hart's going to be under pressure, but he outmanoeuvres about 3 or 4 players. Rosenau gives him a shove in the side, but Hart comes to the ball again. Whips a hand pass to Clay. Clay's kick's coming right up towards the goal. There are plenty of Richmond players there, and the mark is easily taken by Richmond right in front of goal. It's Eric Moore once again. Oh, word, what a ball he's having. Oh. Straight in front. And Geelong have made all these changes. Strawn at full-back, Scarlett opening up in the ruck as Moore puts it on its way, and there's goal number 6 to Eric Moore, and Richmond go further ahead. 15-7 they move on to now. 15-7 to Geelong 2-4.
Eric Moore certainly answering his critics in no mean order, those including myself who said that he probably wasn't capable of playing at full forward. 6 goals up till now isn't a bad effort.
My word, Geelong are right out of it. They just can't swing into that play-on style of football which they're so characteristic for. But there we are. It's just not their day, and they're playing as well as they are allowed to. Richmond are really playing premiership stuff.
And it's Michael Green down cleverly towards Barrett. Barrett fumbles it. Ainsworth tries to kick away from him. Out wide it goes to centre wing, and here comes Strang. He breaks away from the pack and left puts it down towards the half-forward line. Going towards it first to the ball as usual is Hart. He loses it to Rosenau. Rosenau's kick goes down, hugging the boundary line. Jeffrey Strang underneath it. Misses what he could have taken. It was over the line on the full, and the free kick will go to Strang, and that's why he approached it so carelessly, because it was his all the way. It looks like a new ball as it's booted towards centre half-forward. Hart comes across the bows of the pack. Stevens has got the chance. He'll be caught. He gets his kick and boots it high in there, not covering any distance at all. Johnny Newman marks it. The umpire said it was 10 yards, and the mark goes to Newman. Roger Dean knocked it out of his hands, and there's a good long 15-yard penalty awarded to John Newman. Newman is in centre wing position, tries a drop kick. It's a good one too. And up they go, and Newlands was there first. Michael Green hits it across towards Hampshire. Hampshire can't pick up, battling for it. There he goes. So down they go, tumbling on top of the ball, and the ball comes out and thrown to umpire Crouch once again for a bounce at centre half forward. Geelong in attack. Hampshire and Green clash. Hampshire first. Goggin in a thick barrage of players. Tries to hand pass it. Breaks away with tremendous skill and speed. Left foots it cleverly across towards the flank. It's too far out there to Harris. He gets a nice bounce. He'll be caught. He'll be caught. A beautiful tackle from behind. Picked up by Owen. And once again the Tigers boot them out of danger to Barrett. And Barrett marks on his chest. And his new opponent Ainsworth comes racing down behind him. Barrett tries the short pass to Kevin Bartlett. Bartlett's got nobody within 40 yards of him, I'd say. Bartlett then goes downfield and tries the short one to Hart. It's beautifully done, and he takes it cleverly. On he goes and boots it back towards that centre half forward zone. Up in front, and the mark is taken there by Newman once again.
I think you'll find Rex Hunt's on the ground for Richmond.
Yep.
And Barry Richardson, of course, off.
John Newman at centre half back. 2 marks in the first 5 minutes of this quarter. 1 mark up to half-time. Drop kick once again down where Michael Bowden's in front. Up the punch was there from Graham. Out in front is Goggin. Goggin gets foot to ball, doesn't cover much distance. Clay gets an awkward bounce. Behind it's Graham. Graham runs into trouble and loses the ball. A kick off the ground by Strang. In comes Barrett and runs into his own teammate. Runs into Hampshire. Out wide it goes to centre wing. Michael Bowden's underneath it. The mark is taken. He's off when he shouldn't have been. His hand pass goes out. He's caught, and the free kick will go to Geelong in the centre of the ground.
Scarlett to take it.
Scarlett boots it out to half-forward flank, and Harris is underneath it and takes the mark. Harris a long way up from goal. Looks to give the big one down the Wade direction. Wade comes out with Beard. Down to the ground he goes. In front it's Ronaldson. Ronaldson then boots it down to centre wing position. It's over the line on the bounce. On the full, and the free kick goes to Geelong. Ainsworth's got it in centre wing and half-forward flank. Boots it downfield. Sheedy in front, being a dynamic player, takes yet another mark.
They're not getting the distance with their kicks, Geelong. They're not penetrating.
No, not at all.
Sheedy, half-back flank. Boots it down, looking this time for Hart. Hart goes up in front with splendid judgment. 2 against him, but he still beats them both. And those two...
Going to Rosenau.
He's given it to Rosenau. It looked like his from mine, but still, Rosenau takes the mark.
Man in front. I thought it was Hart's man.
So did I.
It's about centre wing position. Boots it down to the half-forward line. Up they go, and it was all Geelong's hands there. Couldn't hold it. Scarlett's the man battling for it. Goes out. Bowden takes him on. Bowden goes to the ground. They tumble, dive on the ball. Sheedy as usual. Boots it down to Northey. Northey takes it, and he's wisely off. Here he goes onto his left foot and boots it down over Moore's head. Underneath it, waiting for it is Hart. Hart can't take it behind the pack. The chance is here for Geelong. It's kicked off the ground there. Over the line it goes, and it's pushed through for one behind.
Beard playing full-back for Richmond, Doug.
Short pass to Nankervis. It's a bad one. Rosenau will take the situation back to Nankervis. At centre half back, his kick is smothered, but Ainsworth's got the chance. Falls to the ground. The umpire's in the road for the second time. Nankervis gets it across to centre wing Gladman. Gladman then has a hurried one down to the half-forward flank. Andrews goes up from behind but can't hold it. Graham's there to assist across to Andrews. It's great football. Andrews goes for the run and loses it. Here's a chance now for Bergen. Bergen's in barrage of trouble. Got 3 or 4 against him and tries to play the paddock full. Falls on top of it. The ball will be bounced by umpire Crouch.
Can't get the run of it, the Cats.
Punch.
From the ruck, it's down towards Bartlett. Bartlett grabs hold of Nankervis, still has hold of him. Penalised for holding the ball, says umpire Crouch, and Bartlett has the free kick. Centre half back for Richmond. He wastes no time, sends towards the centre of the ground. Hart is there, contests one hand, Newman holding on to him. Rosenau has the ball cheekily stolen by Dean. Dean, a beautiful pass further afield. Backing his judgment is Strawn. Forced a hand pass, however, to Walker, who taps the ball along in front of him, and finally it comes back to him. Walker's left-hand pass goes further afield to Harris. Harris looking to open up play, goes for a bounce. Being overhauled by Burke. Harris pokes it forward. Wade has the opportunity, past Beard, towards the pocket, and out of bounds it goes, right in front of the little scoreboard.
Harris almost was caught then.
Douglas Wade not very happy with things. Just slung that ball away in desperation, I think.
Doesn't even like
Frustration. Frustration, I think.
Doesn't like anybody at the moment, I would say.
98-16, Richmond leading. There's the boundary throw in. Hampshire the front position. Anybody's tap down. Tapped further ahead by Owen. Picked up and shot further afield by Richmond. Is it across the line and out of bounds for a free kick? Yes, it is. Thought the free kick may have been played further downfield, but Harris has the ball. His kick is into the man on the mark. Going in Nankervis for Geelong. Can't win it. Picked up by Burke. Burke tackled as he gets his kick in towards centre half back. Graham is there for Geelong, and it's Andrews rather, and Andrews has the mark. Andrews a bit too far out to score, I think, for Gareth Andrews. However, we'll see. He comes in and spiral punts. It wobbles a little in the goal square. The big fellows are there. Almost a mark to Beard. Pushing the back, says the umpire, and Beard will get the free kick.
They just can't capitalise on their opportunities, Geelong.
Green gives the lead out on the boundary line. He's going to be opposed by Newman. Green taps the ball away from Newman, and this gives Bergen and Strang the opportunity. A chance there for Gladman. He's grabbed, and he'll get the free kick. Ken Gladman, who replaced Primer at quarter time, sends the ball in towards the forward area once again. The big fellows fly from behind. There's a whistle there. A push in the back, says the umpire. And the free kick is going to Doug Wade. Here's umpire Crouch indicated that Wade had been edged out or shoved forward just a little with the hips and body.
Now the big question is, of course, can Doug Wade kick Geelong's first goal since the first quarter? And kick Geelong's third goal. He's got 2 of them.
On its way, it's straight enough. Oh, behind. Wade looks staggered. The goal umpire waves the behind flag, and it's 2-5-17 Geelong, trailing Richmond 15-8-98.
Beard about to put the ball into play, favouring the member stand side. Setting himself for it there is Green. Newnham gets in front. The ball knocked away, comes out to Bartlett. Bartlett's kick has gone to Andrews, and Andrews marks almost in the centre. Andrews goes on with play. Oh, it's a shocking kick. Hooks it around. Luckily it bounced well for Geelong, but Richmond come through in terrific style. Sheedy clearing the ball away. Gets it to Hart. He's flattened after kicking it, and the free kick will go further afield with the Richmond centre half forward. And he's coming in for kick number 18. And he's got a lead here from full forward position. Mark very nearly taken there, but Geelong swoop on it. Nankervis it is, sends a nice pass to Graham. Oh, he's met solidly by Hart, but there's no free kick. Anyhow, he had the mark, and there's the kick, bringing the ball forward, up towards Doug Wade, comes from behind, grabs the ball, dummies a hand pass, is caught, breaks the tackle, is going to be penalised for holding the ball, and the free will go to Richmond.
Oh, listen to those Richmond supporters, Ken. They love
And
it.
Baird to take the free kick. He's got a lead here from Strang. Strang all on his own, but he didn't kick over the mark, or did he? Let's wait and see.
15-yard penalty.
15-yard penalty being applied. Geelong just can't do anything right, with Richmond right on top. 15-8, 98 points to the Cats, 2-5-17 at about the 10-minute mark of the third quarter. Here's Baird, the former Western Australian, putting his boot to the ball. It's a good spiral punt. Brings the ball out. Newnham flies high and has allowed the mark. Didn't hold it very long. Not long at all. However, it's going the Geelong ruckman's way, and his kick is not a penetrating one. Falls a little bit short. Goggin flies high. Couldn't gather it in. It's picked up by Bergen. Bergen gets the ball to the centre, where Ainsworth crashes into Bowden. The ball comes clear to Barrett. There's Ainsworth trying to get hold of it, but a hand pass finds Burke, and away go Richmond again, looking good in attack. Get the ball up to full forward, waiting for it was Moore, couldn't quite trap it, comes to it again. Tackle there by Geelong. Moore gets it clear, a beautiful hand pass into the open spaces. Hart's got it, hooks it towards the goal, but not far enough, and it goes out on the full.
Yes.
Well, it didn't take Richmond long to get that ball up there. Francis Burke showing tremendous pace.
The kick is a bad one. Here's Bill Brown. He's in kicking range but tackled. Plays it out deliberate to himself. Then goes for the run to Northey. Northey's in tons of trouble. Dodges cleverly with his right foot. Shoots for goal. It'll be close. It was a magnificent goal by John Swooper Northey. That's his second.
Oh, beauty, considering the right foot. No doubt about him, and what a lovely twist to get out of trouble. A lovely balk. Oh, he's a very, very clever player, and this is typical of the way Richmond are going about things. Everybody looks polished and full of confidence.
They look a premiership side, don't they? At the
Oh,
moment.
yes.
There's John Morley, just kicked his second goal, and Richmond 16th on the board, 16-8, Geelong 2-5.
Umpire Crouch high in the air for Green and Newman to clash. Newman wins it, then runs into a strong tackle from Dean. Back it goes to Barrett. Barrett boots them into attack in the northy direction. Peter Walker's in position. Doesn't judge it well. Behind the pack, the chances here for Geelong to go streaming away through Ryan. A long pass into no man's land is dangerous. Nankervis might get them out of trouble with skill. He's in tons of trouble as he's tackled by a couple. He's pushed and will take the free kick. That's William Barrett who's tossing it back to him. Ian Nankervis has not been the great kick getter of normal games. This is kick number 10 coming up as he boots it down to centre half forward. It's all Richmond. Bergen's the man who eventually takes it about knee high.
Haven't got past this Richmond half back line too often, Geelong.
Graham Bergen at centre half back sends a long spiral punt down in the Royce Hart direction. 2-1 against him. Scarlett Rosenhaus claiming it. Huey Strawn's in the thick of things too as they fight for it. Roger Dean, of course, scurrying after along the ground, and the ball will be bounced once again. Half forward line with the Tigers in attack. In they come, and down to the ground it goes, and it was Rex Hunt who led and finished up there, but Newman takes the free.
John Newman at just wide of centre half back for Geelong. Geelong 17, trailing Richmond 104, and Newman puts his boot into the ball to send it towards centre half forward. Newlands is there, almost stole the ball off the hands of the pack. It comes off to him eventually. He gets clear, sends the ball out wide towards the flank. Goggin and Sheedy. Sheedy almost one hand. Goggin on the ground. Ball's in. Free kick, says the umpire. Kevin Sheedy gets it for around the neck.
Against Doug Wade it was.
Yes.
Doug not having a lucky day, and there's a 15-yard penalty against him.
Wade's not doing very well by Geelong with these tactics, I'd suggest, Tony.
No, he's a little frustrated, of course, like no doubt most of the other Geelong players, but these sort of things don't help, and it's a waste of a free or 15 yards.
Sheedy into the centre of the ground. The big fellows are there. Hart contesting. Ball on the ground. Dean on hands and knees. Gets the ball down towards teammate in Barrett. Barrett a left foot pass to Brown. They're running rings around Geelong all over the forward line. And Billy Brown, the rover, has the ball wide of centre half forward. He looks for leads. There's one going out there and he sees the man, and it's neatly accepted further afield by Francis Burke.
And it's against Walker because he didn't follow Burke up. He was going to, then he propped and allowed Burke to get into the open spaces.
Burke to shoot from straight in front, about 55 yards out. Favours the drop punt. Kick on its way. Plenty of distance, plenty of accuracy. A goal to Richmond. Burke has 4.
Oh, what a procession is this. Goodness me, you wouldn't believe it. Geelong 2 goals only on the board and Richmond 17, and certainly going right away with things. We would have expected Geelong in this quarter to have come out with a little bit more purpose, surely. But no, they've settled back to the same complacency that they showed in the first half.
Haven't kicked a goal since quarter time.
And the Tigers are leading by 93 points as it's Newman who thumps it out towards Ainsworth. He runs into trouble, then kicks it off the ground. Nicely smothered out there by Bergen, who takes him on. Well played, Ainsworth, to Nankervis as he props and breaks through cleverly onto his left foot, which is smothered. It bounces badly for Newman. In comes Graham on the half-forward line out to Goggin. Goggin and Sheedy. Look out, Goggin. He's tackled well. And the free kick goes to Sheedy. And Sheedy's enjoying every minute of this fiery stuff. They're all into him, but he's loving it and giving out more than he's taking as he sends to the centre of the ground. Jeffrey Ainsworth underneath it marks it. Ainsworth right in the centre with his new opponent Bill Barrett on the mark. Ainsworth, a drop kick out in the direction of Hampshire, is perfectly delivered. Hampshire misses what he should have taken, but he's pushed, and the free will go to the tall, lanky Hampshire. 6'4" of him, and 6'5" Ronaldson was his opponent. Hampshire about 50 yards out from goal. Punt kick, he kicks. It's a good long high one. It's plenty of distance, but off direction, one behind to Geelong.
Still that third goal eludes the Cats. They move on to 2-6 now to Richmond 17-8 at the 16-minute mark of the third quarter. Beard putting the ball into play. It's a good kick to a good penetrating sort of a kick in. Newnham flies high, got into the back of Green in doing so, and Michael Green will take the free kick.
15 yards.
Yes, that was not necessary. I think Crouch was a little technical that time.
Green appealing for the 15 yards too, and he got it. His kick is a good one towards the centre of the ground. Plenty of Geelong players there, but the ball's grabbed by Hart. He's brilliant to lose it. This fellow hooks the ball around beautifully. A lovely pass. It was a gem, and he's found Barrett there almost at centre half forward. He's been brilliant. This fellow has had about 20 kicks for the day. And Barrett will now swing Richmond well into attack. He's got a lead from Moore. He ignores it, though. Drives the ball right down towards the goal. There, Hunt flies to the ball. Couldn't hold it. Bartlett picks up the crumbs, hooks the ball around, and it's a beautiful goal. A gem for Richmond. They're 18th on the board. They're giving the Cats a football lesson. 18 goals, 8 they move on to Geelong 2-6 at the 17-minute mark of the third quarter.
Yes, it's a delight to see. The only thing is that, unfortunately, not close enough to make it an interesting match, but what great football we are seeing from Richmond. That was a classical goal by Bartlett under pressure.
Newman and Green once again. Disputed knockdown. Bartlett, the good rover, left foot to centre half forward. An awkward bounce, and in comes bustling Billy Barrett. Balks beautifully. He'll have a shot for goal now, but he doesn't kick it well. In front is Ryan. Can't reach it through. It goes for another behind. Look at Barrett. He's looking so disappointed.
Yes, so was Eric Moore, who was 25 yards away from anybody else on the Richmond forward line.
Yes, Moore's made 2 leads to Barrett, but both have gone ignored at this stage.
Strawn punt kicks it out a good 60 yards out wide, and it's Newman and Green who go struggling to the ground, and Bowden, the ruck rover, leads in the race for the ball across to the danger man Northey. Northey gets swallowed in, but gets his shot and shoots to the full forward zone. Well taken in front by Bill Ryan. It's the one he loves, in the 10-yard square to take the big leap, and not many people do it better. That's mark number 8 to Ryan as he boots out to the grandstand half-back flank of Geelong. Roger Dean above Stevens in superb style. Dean only 5'8.5" of him, but that was a magnificent leap. The lead was given by Rex Hunt. It was ignored by Moore. He boots down right to that 10-yard square once again. The leap is there, but behind the pack it's Moore. He can't break through, and the ball is pushed over the line.
From behind, okay.
One behind again, right.
That takes the Tigers on to, what, 18-10, is it? 18-10 to Geelong 2-6.
A 100-point lead exactly.
Strawn once again, boots it out wide. Here's a chance for Richmond once again. It's too easy in front of Francis Burke. Francis Burke, the winger, takes the fullback's kick off. He's on half-forward flank. He's been a great goal-getter. He's kicked for himself. This one could be too far, but he's kicked superbly. This one drops in front of the pack. Johnny Newman's in position, can't take it. Nicely taken away from the pack this time by Ryan. Ryan boots it out wide where Gladman and Dick Clay go for it. Clay shows tremendous speed, but lost the sight of the ball, pushed it over the line, out of bounds.
Doug, don't you think that Richmond have taken the Geelong centre line apart?
That's one of the many lines, Ken, but certainly that centre line, and that centre half forward, of course, Hart's the great player. It's picked up and booted downfield towards where battling for it is Graham with Strang, who's been a great player. Strang's kick is courageously smothered, and downfield goes Graham. He'll be met by Bergen. He hits it long in front of him. Well done, Graham.
Yes. That showed a bit of courage there. Knew it had to come.
Graham, almost on the half-forward line. One of the Geelong players who kicks very well, boots it downfield. Great mark in front by Colin Beard. Oh, he's filled in like the manner born. Of course, this was his position in West Australia. Punt kicks it down in the direction of Mike Green all the time. With him this time will be Scarlett. Green, superb mark. Beautiful judgment.
10th mark.
A little bit of histrionics behind the play as Michael Green makes the best of the push. On half-back flank, he boots it down towards the winning Royce Hart. Rose now with him all the way, punches it away cleverly, and scurrying down in front of the pack is Goggin. Tackled by Bartlett, brilliant bursting speed, and sends a long one down the Wade direction. Beard in front, and Wade was forced to spoil him over the line. It went out of bounds. And behind, they're having a bit of fun once again. Bowden, Ronaldson, and strangely enough, Doug Wade.
And guess who the umpire talked to?
Guess who caused the free kick? Ronaldson grabbed by the leg by Wade, and so Ronaldson gets the free kick. Sends out towards the flank. A chance there for Strang to mark. Hand pass by Goggin to Gladman. Gladman puts the ball back into the Geelong forward line. They set themselves up there. Wade, has he marked? Yes. Doug Wade the mark. And he's about 30 yards out from goal. The angle tough.
Whatever else, I do think this, that Doug Wade's at least, he's tried to lift Geelong. He's a great competitor, isn't he?
Yes. Wade shooting for number 3. Puts it on its way. It's across the face of goal. Scores the minor. No, out of bounds on the full. And the crowd roars its approval. That is the Richmond crowd.
One wonders why, though. You've got to recognise a top full forward just the same. He's had a wonderful year.
Long kick by Ronaldson, taking the free kick. Out there, up high above the pack, Billy Barrett on the half-back flank to grab a beauty. He sends towards Northey. Northey has the ball punched away by Walker. High in the air, grabbed by Bartlett. Fingers on the pack, nobody, but there's Hart scooping in, whipping up the ball and kicking it smartly to Rex, towards Rex Hunt. Picked up by Brown the crumbs. Brown brought to ground, trying to fight his way through Strawn. Held by the neck and must get the free kick. Strawn, centre half-back. He is the Geelong fullback, or was placed there at half-time. And Hugh Strawn sends him towards the centre of the ground, straight to Michael Green. Green of Richmond sends the Tigers back with an even longer kick. Up there is Hunt. Can he mark? No, he can't. Ball on the ground. Dean in there. Hunt goes through once again. Play on, says the umpire. Could have been a trip. Hunt goes in once again, but the hand pass comes out to Stevens. Stevens left foot swings it round the flank. Gareth Andrews is there. Can he mark? Yes. Good one-handed grab by Andrews, just wide of centre half back for Geelong. Andrews, awkward looking kicking style, kicks it high in the air. Green there, contesting on the ground, a chance for Bowden. He goes in, loses the ball. Geelong run into each other, picked up by Richmond. Owen gets away towards Barrett. Barrett sends the ball further afield, but Andrews is there, takes the mark, and one in the ribs for his corner.
He's on half-back flank as he boots to the centre of the ground, looking for Nankervis, and Dick Clay comes in with the speed of a racehorse, intercepts perfectly and takes the mark.
The other two Geelong players look like statues as Clay came through them.
Clay then tries the short pass to Hart. Hart says, thanks for an easy one, I don't get many, and takes the mark comfortably about 50 to 55 yards out from goal.
Making it look easy, Richmond, aren't they? They're completely outpointing Geelong in practically every facet of the game.
Every position, Ken.
It's Royce Hart, the champion, 6'1", 13 stone, comes in and with a long one right down towards the 10-yard square. The pack flies. It's all Geelong's hand. Strawn comes down with his only second bite. Eric Moore comes up. Free kick will go to Strawn.
Well, I would have paid him the mark anyway.
Strawn in the back pocket. Tries the short pass, and this will be dangerous once again because Hart's there. Hart can't take it. It's punched over wide, and the chance is here for Hart to recover anyhow. Hand pass goes out, but it's taken there and booted by Rosenau down towards Dick Clay and Andrews. Clay in front must be awarded the mark.
Rather remarkable feature of this game is that Richmond have outmarked Geelong. Geelong were expected to outmark Richmond.
Rex Hunt's in position. He doesn't need the ball in front. It's the bustling, battling Billy Barrett who takes another spectacular.
Gives him the thumbs up side.
Well, Ainsworth is the third Geelong opponent on Bill Barrett, but that hasn't helped to quell the tide of Barrett's kicks. Kick number 22 coming up.
One of the long kicks of the game, and he kicks this one down. It's not a good one in front. It was nicely spoilt that time by Rosenau. Across it goes out of bounds, and it'll be thrown in on Richmond's forward pocket, really, veering towards half-forward flank. Rucks come in once again. Kenny Newlands is on the ball and thumps it down and hits it straight over the line out of bounds again.
Gareth Andrews, I think, is playing centre half-back for Geelong. No, Rosenau it is.
And they come, and once again it's Newlands cleverly down. It goes breaking away. It was Nankervis, a good hand pass, and then it's thumped downfield. It doesn't do anything as it does for Rose. Now it's got it. He's caught, and a one-hander goes out wide. Here's Richmond's Barrett, got the chance. Off he goes for the run, and down he goes onto his left foot. Left foot's it over towards Dick Clay. Beautifully done. Clay with the run of the ball gets an awkward bounce. He's got 2-1 against him. Goes to the ground. Free kick will go to Clay. Gladman and Reid, there were 2 opponents, and yet Clay still comes out with it as they pushed him, and he's well within kicking range.
This has been the pattern all day, hasn't it?
It's been some very poor tackling and tremendously bad kicking from the Geelong campers. Clay comes in on the angle, kicks and kicks it in perfect fashion, straight through the centre, bisecting the post for the Wingers' first goal.
That takes the Tigers on to 19-10. 19-10 to Geelong 2-6, and we're 25 minutes into the third quarter, and Geelong haven't kicked a goal since quarter time.
I don't doubt that Richmond's centre line must be coming up awfully close to 60 kicks right across there. They've had a tremendous day.
Actually, in fact, Ken, Geelong haven't kicked a goal since the 7-minute mark of the game.
Back on the centre now with Geelong getting the tap, but Richmond are winning the ball everywhere. There's Dean in the thick of it. Gets it clear to Bartlett. Bartlett tackles, still persisting here. A great little player. He was impeded. We'll get the free kick. He's got a lead out here, and away it goes. Out it goes to Barrett, who is giving a great exhibition the centre. He in turn sends the ball forward to Burke. Burke down towards Moore. Moore flies from behind, but in front the mark is taken here by Geelong's Ryan. Ryan, one of the few Geelong players to really excel in the air today.
9 marks, Ken.
There's his kick, sending the ball forward. Too slow there was Stevens of Geelong, and Burke was able to bustle him out of the way and take the ball over the line to be thrown in. Half forward right it is, with Richmond in the attack. All into play, and Kenny Newlands gets the tap, picked up by Richmond. The ball comes down to Hunt. Coming through is Rose now. Breaks the tackle by Hunt. He's kicked towards the centre of the ground. It's coming out here to Ainsworth. Ainsworth dummies nicely past Green. Gets the ball to centre half forward, where Andrew sets himself for the mark. Was going on with it. Decided against the hand pass. Steadies and will take the kick now practically in the centre.
Yes, and in the centre he comes in and boots one of those ugly-looking punt kicks down where Colin Beard's in front position superbly and takes it again. It'll be pretty hard to judge an Andrews kick, but certainly Beard's done it well. Beard decides to kick it out to that non-attacking side of the ground, out wide the centre wing position. Behind it's Green again. Off he goes, and cleverly it goes out to the winger Burke. Burke's on the half-forward line. A dazzling pass to Moore. A beautiful lead, but you only had to keep on coming downfield, and the pass is accepted.
This is really champagne football by Richmond. They look good. They really do. And if they produce this sort of form later on in the series, they're going to be hard to beat for the premiership.
Moore, a long spiral torpedo punt is off direction, and that's a behind off the boot of Eric Moore.
Moore playing particularly well at full forward. It just shows you how much confidence the rest of the side have, because they're respecting his leads mostly, and that was an excellent lead from him. He's playing like a veteran full forward, doing particularly well.
Strawn tries to find it out towards centre half forward, and once again Clay comes in and intercepts beautifully and takes the mark. Clay playing superbly on the wing. He's within kicking range for this fellow. He's such a tremendously long kick, but it's a good 70 yards out as Dick Clay, the wingster, comes in. Punt kicks it and he makes the distance, but it's never on line, out of bounds, and it'll be a free kick to Geelong. It'll be taken by, not Rosenau, it'll be Strawn. Bill Ryan comes across to take it. Ryan kicks one of those wobbly-looking punts, which is typical of Michael Green once again.
Oh, he's had his name written on that ball all day, or on the 3 they've used so far. Mark number 13.
John Newman was there with him too, and Newman having a very bad day in the air as Green's kick is a magnificent spiral torpedo punt. In front it was taken by Ryan. Well, Ryan loves his kick to kick, and the umpire comes in by Jeff Crouch and indicates that's Rex Hunt on the mark. That's mark number 10, incidentally, to Billy Ryan as he boots out wide to the half-back flank looking for Walker. It's over Walker's head. Francis Burke thumps it away from his opponent. Out of bounds it goes. Harris on the ground. Half-forward flank with the Tigers still in attack as Newlands comes from behind with plenty of strength. Newman can't pick up Royce Hart and Bartlett there. Bartlett will have another shot for goal. 30 yards out, almost dead in front. He shoots and puts it through. That's his second.
Richmond supporters naturally on very good terms with themselves, Tony.
Wouldn't they be very happy indeed, Ken, to see the side playing so well and truly, really premiership brand football. There's no question about it. Geelong have just got no answer whatsoever. And I doubt if any other side in the final competition could match Richmond the way they're playing today.
You know, Richmond's tactics are good too. When they realise they can't mark the ball, they punch it away.
Well, this is what
but Geelong are not doing. They're not doing this at all. It's happening all the time. Here's umpire Crouch with the ball. Going high was Ronaldson, but the tap goes to Newnham, and here's a chance for Geelong to break away. Through Harris, get the ball up to Wade, who nearly takes a one-hander. Oh, he does! Well, that was magnificent, to say the least. There's no doubt about this fellow. He's the colour in this Geelong side. He's a magnificent competitor, as I said earlier, and that was a magnificent juggling one-handed mark.
Even the people that were booing before, Ken, I'm sure, are clapping now.
They are. This is true, and it deserves a goal. Can Geelong get this first goal since the 7-minute mark of the first quarter? Let's wait and see. Douglas Wade has kicked their only 2 so far. Will he kick the 3rd? It's on its way. It looks perfect to me. It is. And a tremendous round of applause as the siren goes to end the 3rd quarter. And that capped off a magnificent mark by Doug Wade. Geelong at 3-quarter time, 3-6 to Richmond 2011.
Waiting now for the first bounce, and in come the big fellows once again. Newman with one of those soaring leaps that we haven't seen enough of today. Out to Francis Burke, a brilliant wingster. He's out to Hart, who's been the man of the ground. Behind the pack, the chances there for a pick-up for Richmond as they tumble along in front of them. It looks like the chance there for Barrett it is. Barrett down there the forward line, taken away from him by Walker. Walker then wheels away from the pack and sends a short pass, or about a 35 to 40 yard pass out to Reid. Reid alone on half-back flank sends one down, a drop kick down looking for Ricky Graham. Graham goes up, got tons of opposition. Scouting in front of the pack was Gladman. He's tackled by Clay when not in possession. Gladman takes the free kick. Gladman on the outer side of the ground in centre wing position. Hunt kicks down towards centre half forward. The back fly from behind. It's beautifully taken by Bergen. Bergen up above the pack in spectacular fashion with that one. Bergen at centre half back has not been tremendously spectacular, but completely thwarted his opponents. Down towards the centre wing position from the pack. It goes to Barrett. Barrett goes streaking away with plenty of strength. He then wheels back onto his right foot. It passes to Bartlett, and Bartlett takes it in the centre. Off he goes and walks beautifully. And here alone and unattended down here is Royce Hart. Hart gets onto his left foot, and then his kick is smothered. Back it goes towards Billy Brown, and coming out to meet him is Strawn. Strawn hits it towards the boundary line and goes over the line with the ball. Out of bounds, the Tigers, as usual, in attack. Green comes in to do battle with Rosenau. Green's up above him and thumps it down to Hart. Hart shoots for goal, through for one behind. That was done once again with ridiculous ease.
Richmond 2012, 132, Geelong 3-6-24.
Strawn's the man who kicks it out. It's a long one out in the direction of Dick Clay, and beautifully marked it was.
These Richmond wingers have called the tune all day.
6'1", superb talent, boots it down to that full forward zone. Rose now comes in with strength and takes the mark in front of Ryan. Ryan, when he saw him coming, let him take it. Now Rosenau back in the direction of that centre of the ground, coming down to meet it. Over the head of the pack goes Royce Hunt, nicely picked up by Ainsworth. Ainsworth to Graham. Graham, it's too far out for him. Graham hotly pursued there. To the ground he goes, and recovering best is Strang. Well done, Graham. Bumps him out of it, gets a hand pass to Nankervis. Nankervis off onto his left foot and kicks it beautifully to centre half forward. Back in a flash it goes to Nankervis. He goes for the run, accidentally tripped, and will take the free kick. Stacks on the mill after it all happens, and as usual, Sheedy in the middle of it.
He's been in a lot of things today, Sheedy, hasn't he?
Played very well.
17 kicks he's had at the back pocket, and Nankervis off on his left foot. It's a beautifully directed pass down towards Scarlett. Scarlett in tons of trouble. Hand passes out to Newlands. Newlands gets a hand pass across to the pocket. A left foot snap by Andrews is a gem.
Gee, they did that one the hard way. That's their 4th goal. Geelong 4-6.
Well, Andrews never the brilliant kick. That was certainly one out of the box.
Yeah, but there again, Tony, Geelong didn't look good going to attack, did they?
That's true, Ken.
They just haven't been able to develop any concerted play or teamwork or system of any kind.
No, it looked an afterthought.
Back in the centre now, and the tap goes to Rex Hunt, and coming through there is the brilliant Hart. He's been a great player all day. Gets a lead out here from Barrett, playing wide of the centre. These two players between them, I think, have had something like 50 kicks. Barrett and Hart. Barrett on the half-forward line. And there's a good penetrating drop kick right up in front of goal. More flies there with Green. And who's marked?
Green.
One or the other?
Yeah, Green's mark.
Roger Dean got one for his quarter there too as he came reeling out of the pack. But it's the kick to Richmond and will be taken by the big fellow Green. He's been a dominating player around the ground. He's taken the telling mark. He's straight in front, about 25 yards out. Should be able to put the Tigers' 21st goal on the board. Richmond have produced premiership stuff today. No two ways about it. Still a little hesitancy there as too many Geelong players are moving around near the mark, and umpire Crouch comes in and moves them away as Green lines up the goal. There's the kick on its way. He makes no mistake. The umpire didn't move a fraction of an inch. And 21 goals on the board now to the Tigers. And Green has posted his, first for the match?
His first goal, Ken.
First
What
goal.
a great player he's been today. A youngster really taking the whole ruck work from for Richmond, because he has really nobody else to help him in the big stuff at all, and he's taken on the very, very tall and talented Geelong ruckman and really taken them apart. He's been a great ruckman, and his marking around the field has been wonderful to watch.
He's had
4
14
minutes.
marks.
4 minutes into the final quarter. There's the ruck duel. Newnham trying to grab the ball. In the thick of it is Gladman. He got pushed in the back and will take the free kick. Immediately goes on with play. Looking here for Newland, but ignores the lead. Sends it to Hampshire, and the big fellow takes the mark half forward left. Tries a hand pass. Puts Scarlett under pressure. Scarlett to Newland. Newland a hand pass comes out here to Dan Curvis. He fumbles badly. Bowden picks up the ball. Whips a hand pass to Brown. Richmond looking good again. Get the ball up to Rex Hunt. It's knocked away. Dean chips in. Then Newnham comes to the ball for Geelong. He's going to be under pressure here from Bond. A hand pass goes straight to Stevens. Stevens' kick is not well directed. Goes to plenty of Richmond players. Owen knocks the ball forward, but it goes straight out to Andrews. He can't trap it, is going to be caught with it, drops the ball, play goes on, and umpire Crouch blows the whistle and eventually gives a free kick to Richmond. Be taken here by Bergen, is it?
Clay,
Or Clay, yes it is Clay. And Clay's drop kick is a nice one, towards centre half forward. Chance here for Barrett again. Barrett's got a lead here, player all on his own is Michael Green again. Completely unattended was Green. The Geelong defence very loose then. Green about 45 yards out. The angle about 45 degrees. There's the kick on its way. It's a gem. It's straight through the middle. Yet another goal to the Tigers. 22 goals on the board. A great performance by Richmond in this first semi-final. 22-12. 144 points to Geelong for 6:30 at the 7-minute mark of the final quarter.
And the Tigers don't look at all to be going to relax here. They're going to really go on with the business. No likelihood of any relaxation.
Doug Wade strides aggressively into the centre of the ground as the bounce comes. He's been brought right up to the centre. The free kick will go to Gladman. Gladman's got the chance to put the Cats into attack. No, it's Johnny Newman. Johnny Newman it is. Newman comes in and sends a long one down towards Hampshire. Scarlett's there with him too. In front it was the giant frame of 6'4", and Ian Hampshire takes the mark about 45 yards out, dead in front. Hampshire, one of the tall timber that hasn't taken many marks. He kicks a long one. It's a good one. No, it's off direction, right beside the point post. In they come and down they go as Andrews battles with them. Colin Beard in the thick of things as usual. Down it goes field. The umpire's whistle is blown because he was over the line.
The goal umpire's come out too.
I think it was behind that.
Yes, it must have been forced through when they contested right on the white line. This will give Beard, the fullback who took over from Barry Richardson after he was injured quite early in the game and has performed with great distinction. Beard will kick out for the Tigers. Looking for a target. Rex Hunt is leading out wide to the outer side. John Ronaldson goes to the grandstand side and Beard tries to fire it in that direction. He went over the white line and the ball will be bounced right on the line. Of course, that was over which Beard went. There's umpire Crouch making a dramatic gesture to indicate what it was all about. Little interest in the net result of the game at this stage and didn't bring the crowd really to its feet. Umpire Crouch in possession, indicates time on. Bounces it, in comes Ronaldson, goes for it, down it comes from Hampshire. Hampshire battles for it, a kick off the ground, goes out towards Owen. Owen runs into tons of Geelong players, and a good hole, brilliantly out to Hunt. Hunt then boots it down towards Ainsworth and Barrett. Barrett up above him, but he did it nicely, and here comes Bond. Bond's kick is a bad one, down towards an open half-forward flank, and Hartley's taken on this time nicely by Ryan. It's hit downfield, and Ryan's got plenty to beat. 2-1 against him. Barrett's with the ball, tackled by Ainsworth. Free kick to Barrett, he was not in possession. Will Barrett, certainly he's one of the dynamos of the Richmond camp. When he plays well, Richmond do. His kick is a beauty, and Royce Hart in the perfect position for it takes another mark, and Jeff Rosenau is still his opponent.
They've had a perfect understanding, those two, all day long, Barrett and Hart.
Hart boots down in the Moore direction, waiting behind is Michael Green. It's off the hands of the pack and behind the pack. Look at the pace of Richmond once again. Billy Brown goes scurrying out, loses the run of it. He's still got it, and Curvis tackles him. Out in front, it's Richmond, and a hand pass goes across to the back pocket where Walker's in bundles of trouble. He boots it down towards Francis Burke, an awkward bounce, but Burke breaks away with a good turn. And then on the half-forward flank, there's Roger Dean alone and unattended. A gallant effort to mark, but it was just too high, and the captain looked very disconsolate. He lays on the ground when it's out of bounds. This has been typical of the Richmond forward line. There's somebody in position alone, and there's someone to place it to them. In they come, and a nice punch out by Newman. Here comes the pace of Kevin Bartlett. He's tackled by Rosen now, and he was pushed. He was ridden into the ground, and once again, Royce Hart handles it affectionately to Bartlett, and Bartlett's got the chance to boot it deep into the 10-yard square or make the distance. It'll be a very long one. He's on half-forward flank. He's lining up with the concentration that indicates he thinks he could make it. Down it goes to the 10-yard square. Up they go, and off the hands of the pack, it's through for a behind.
Well, the crowd behind the goals didn't agree with that one either. You can hear them shout.
Looked the Plato finished, didn't it?
Yes,
I thought for a moment it was through.
I thought it was through. I thought it killed him.
Here's Strawn, number 2 full-back for Geelong. Boots a punt, drop kick out in the direction of Bond and Walker. Walker's played badly. Behind the pack, the chances there for Harris to pick it up. He's off, and he throws the ball out in front of him. And over the line. It's not over the line. It must have been over the line since the boundary umpire.
Oh, no.
And it's going to be thrown in. Centre wing position.
I thought he threw the ball.
It looked like a straight throw, didn't it? Ronaldson, Newman behind the leapers there from Rex Hunt, and then Newman bashes down again. Hunt in the thick of things. Kenny Newlands breaks out with it, looks for a long hand pass across towards Jeff Ainsworth, who's taking it very casually. He boots out to Captain Goggin, who's been pretty quiet since a brilliant first half. Shooty, lovely play out to Strang. Strang thumps the ball down towards that half-forward flank position. Billy Brown comes out with Reid. Reid's going to lead in the race to the ball very comfortably. Got tons of time there to boot it across in the Stevens direction. Stevens accepts the pass.
Davies has come on for Geelong, and Harris has gone off.
Stevens down towards Goggin, and Goggin misses what he should have taken. Rex Hunt has got it. He then boots it down towards Royce Hart and Rosenau once again. They jostle for it. Hart's hands there first as usual. Roger Dean in the van. Geelong were pushed and pushed over, and it's Reid once again. Reid out in the direction of Ainsworth. Ainsworth makes the lead, turns onto his left foot. He'll be tackled, gets it out towards the centre wing position. Running with the flight of the ball is Newman. Doesn't look too good about it. A clever one out to Davies from Newlands, and Davies then boots it down towards that full forward zone in front. Colin Beard again.
It's where Geelong have made the mistake all day, trying to mark from behind.
Nobody out there as he drives it easily out to Strang, and Strang accepts the easiest of easy marks, and there's Royce Hart alone. That's danger. He's got tons of time to get onto his left foot, and there's somebody waiting for the pass as usual. It's Dick Clay this time, and Clay takes the mark. Bill Barrett's alone and unattended. He staggers in the streamers, takes it on half-forward flank, breaks away from his opponent, and out wide to Kevin Bartlett. Bartlett takes the mark. He could have gone on with it. Oh, he could have gone on with it centre half forward, but didn't. And now he's got the chance to shoot for goal again, and Michael Green is lurking in the goal square.
I fancy, Doug, he thought he was a little bit closer to the goals.
Waiting now as he kicks to the scoreboard goal, which shows 22 goals to the Tigers. It's a long, high one. It'll be close. Touched on the line again. Look at Michael Green arguing with the goal umpire.
Well, that's the second kick of Bartlett's that has just been touched on the line, and that's all.
Hugh Strawn, the Geelong fullback, putting the ball into play with the drop kick. A wobbly one. Geelong have the chance there, but fumble again. Newman comes through, can't win it. Kick off the ground by Ronaldson. Rosenow in possession, sends towards the centre of the ground. Andrews streaming after, but can't win the ball. Down the ground it goes. A chance there for Sheedy, under all the pressure in the world, and gets the free kick. Sheedy goes on with play. His kick not quite effective, but Nan Curvis, you can see the Geelong players fumbling through despondency almost as Nan Curvis picks up, sends back towards Andrews. He can't mark. Down on the ground, a chance there for Davies. Holding the ball, holding the man. What is it? Holding the man, said the umpire, and Davies has the free. Sends round towards the flank once again. Nobody at home there for Geelong, but the ball bounces neatly. Coming in is Sheedy, picks it up one hand. Handballs over his head in spectacular and brilliant fashion to Owen. Owen forward once more to Burke, and Burke has the mark centre wing. Richmond, to use an old expression of Roy Wright's, are playing keepings off with Geelong at the moment. And Burke sends in towards centre half forward. John Newman is up there. He marks.
One of the few he's taken all day long.
Yes. Been a very disappointing game from Newman.
John Newman sees the short pass. Stevens and Bond go in, and it's Bond who wins out. Bond just wide of the centre position. Funny looking kick, and this gives the opportunity for Reid to hold the mark in defence for Geelong coming up from the back pocket. Reid falls over as he goes for the kick. Now he delivers in delightful fashion out wide to the flank. Just a little bit too tall out there were Richmond, but Gladman has the opportunity but fumbles. This allows Clay in for Richmond. He's well shepherded. Clay with a neat left foot pass to Barrett. Barrett just inside the line, accepts with nobody within a bull's roar of him. Forward across Brown's head this time. Hand pass by Ainsworth gives a chance for Nan Curvis, but once again he fumbles and has to hand pass back to Ainsworth. Ainsworth in trouble as he kicks further afield looking for Andrews. Andrews can't mark, but scouting cleverly, a chance for Geelong through Davis. Can't pick up once again, comes round in a right-hand circle and is shepherded, not quite effectively by Hampshire as the ball goes in towards centre half forward. Chance here for Geelong, picked up and shot forward by Gladman once again from behind Douglas Wade, but in front Colin Beard.
The ball has been delivered atrociously to Wade all day long.
Beard, a drop kick, comes out towards the flank. Up there Hampshire punches the ball forward, but straight into the arms of Rex Hunt. Hunt on at half-time as 19th man. A chance now for Geelong's Ryan. His left-hand pass gives an opportunity here for Dean scouting in. Over goes Dean. Trips as the umpire. Roger Dean has the free.
Centre wing position, grandstand side is Dean. The lead is given by Bond. He'll take it before Ryan can get there, I think. He did. Well, the umpire said so. He didn't seem to hold it long enough. Must have been a push. Bond is off now and boots it down towards, we're looking for Green again. Green is forced to punch down. It's always Richmond on the ground through Moore. Moore sends towards an open goal. Depends on the bounce and Bartlett what will happen here. Bartlett will show the speed to beat his opponent and screws it back and puts it through. Goal number 3 to Kevin Bartlett.
Great scouting there by Bartlett. He's enjoying a good game now, perhaps after half-time, because Goggin was the better or the best rover probably on the field in the first half, but Goggin's speed seemed to fade away, and Bartlett and Billy Brown have done well since half-time. Bartlett's third goal, and he's doing quite well.
Richmond 23-14, 152. Geelong 4-7, 31.
From the bounce, it's John Newman up with Green. Green wins it once again. A kick off the ground by Bowden doesn't succeed. A chance in the centre now for Davies. Davies hand pass to Newland. He misses with a wild kick. Owen's the man with it. Left foots it down towards where the chance is there for Rosenau, but Hart spoils him brilliantly. Recovers like a cat. Hits it out wide to Hunt. Hunt is a bit too quick and almost, but is picked up and driven by Barrett. Barrett shoots for goal and misses. One behind.
This is champagne football by Richmond. No two ways about it. They've just taken Geelong apart today, except for about the first 5 or 6 minutes when Geelong held them, and Geelong kicked their first 2 goals in the first 7 minutes of the first quarter. But from that point on, it's been all Richmond.
Drawn out wide there and in front, the grand effort and a good mark taken by Bill Ryan, who, as we've said many times, has been the only Geelong player to combat the supremacy for Richmond all round the ground in the air. Ryan on half-back flank. He boots it back towards Ainsworth. Ainsworth and Bowden. Well done, Jeffrey Ainsworth, as he takes a good mark in the centre. Ainsworth been moved from back pocket to centre. He's the lawyer by profession who boots it out wide to centre wing position. It's a shocking kick. It was badly missed by Strang. He's still got some time to recover. His hand pass goes out towards Bergen. Bergen's got time to break away, tons of it apparently, and boots to the centre of the ground, and in front once again it's Master William Barrett, having an absolute field day. He decides to put in the direction of Hart. Look at that understanding we talked about earlier, and Hart takes the mark again.
These two players have had a bundle of kicks between them.
Haven't they ever? And hardly one of the kicks can have been misdirected. There's always been somebody on the receiving end.
Eric Moore gives the lead. It's ignored down towards the forward pocket. Richmond up in the air once again. This time it's Hunt.
Just a point of interest, Doug. Hearts had 28 kicks, Barrett 31, so they've had 59 between them.
It's unfair.
It is unfair.
Rex Hunt, who's Richmond's leading goal kicker with 57 for the season up to date, has his first chance in the semi-final as he's about 35 to 40 yards out, 45-degree angle, kicks it like a champion. It was absolutely bisect the goalpost. That's a goal to Hunt.
Well, I don't doubt if they brought Jack Titus on at the moment, he'd kick goals too, because Richmond players are just getting them at will.
And who in their wildest dreams would have imagined that Richmond would beat Geelong by 20 goals in the first semi-final? That's the situation just at this moment, at the 19-minute mark, in fact, of the final quarter. Richmond supporters naturally on very good terms with themselves too, and they have every right to be, because Richmond have played premiership stuff right from the first bounce. Back in the centre now, the rucks do battle, the ball coming clear. Richmond through Bowden getting the ball forward, but Newnham chips in, immediately swings Geelong forward, towards centre half forward. A lot of bustling going on there. Perhaps it's a free to Geelong. No, it's not. And the ball is whipped out here to Andrews. Andrews hooks it around. It's coming down to Wade, who takes his second one-hander for the match. That's the second beautiful mark he's taken. His mark in the third quarter was an absolute gem, and there's another beauty. No doubt about the big fellow. He's kicked 3 of Geelong's 4 goals. Coming in now, 25 yards out. The kick on its way, and this could be, there it is, Douglas Wade's 4th goal. And a big roar from the crowd.
Well, he's been a very colourful character, has Douglas Wade. And it's a shame that Geelong just haven't been able to give him more opportunity. The ball has been rarely down there, and of course when it has come down, nobody's been in the position to look for Wade, because most of the Geelong players are just flat out getting a kick, let alone directing it properly.
What's that give Wade for the season?
126.
126. A tremendous performance.
Probably the second highest total ever kicked, is it, Tony? To full forward, Bob Pratt.
Pretty close. Back in the centre now. Chance here for Richmond. They kick the ball off the ground. They keep the ball moving all the time. Up to Hart. Into Hart's back went Rosenauer, and Hart will take the free. He's been a dynamic player, and there's his drop kick, a beautiful pass. It was right on line to Clay. Clay all on his own, about 45 yards out, perhaps a shade more. May find the distance a little bit too far. Nevertheless, he's a very good kick when he gets onto them. Let's watch this one. On its way, it's going to fall that little bit short. There's the Green flying for the ball, couldn't quite hold it. All bit of bustling. Moore's got it there, right in the goal square, but umpire Crouch says my ball, and he's going to bounce it.
And it's Rex Hunt who's going to do battle for this punch down. Up he comes, and it's punched down nicely to Walker. Walker's kick is smothered, and it's out in the danger zone, only 25 yards out from the face of Richmond's goal. Gladman might relieve the situation. He does, because he's pushed in the back and will take the free kick. Off with the business he goes, and boots it out wide with an atrocious kick. Out straight to the men's members, and it's out of bounds. He gained nothing for his side with that one.
Incidentally, Richmond are on their way to establishing a first semi-final record winning margin.
From the throw-in, in come the big fellows once again. Nicely done by Rex Hunt. Here's Kevin Bartlett, who's been a brilliant rover. He left foots it down in the direction of Michael Bowden, waiting underneath an awkward one. A good punch down there by Reid. In front is Gladman, tackled by Bowden with a brilliant tackle. Dick Clay comes in to help him and hits it away, beats 2 of them and takes the free kick. And the endeavour of Richmond is most obvious against the lethargy of Geelong. Dick Clay comes in and boots a long one down to that full forward zone. It's all Geelong this time. They do take it. Bill Ryan, he's been Geelong's great mark, takes another splendid one.
22 minutes into the final quarter.
That's one of the famous Ryan passes, which goes out wide to Reid, and then Reid boots out in the direction of Gladman. This looks more like Geelong there. Ricky Graham's made the lead. If the kick is any good, it's an atrocious kick. It couldn't have been worse. Sheedy accepts it gratefully. He's pushed in the back as he gets left-footed down the direction of an open half-forward flank, which is all Richmond. Coming out to meet was Reid, but well picked up by Clay. Across it goes towards Bartlett. Bartlett goes scurrying away from the pack. He's tackled, but he's got tremendous pace. Then back to Hart it goes. Hart gets a nice bounce, turns around Ainsworth off comfortably, looks to side it up, decides he'll cook it across towards Burke, but Davies is in front and held it long enough, I think. The umpire says no. Goggins got it, breaks away on the half-back line, onto his right foot and boots it to Andrews. Andrews can give it across to Newlands if he wants to. He does. Newlands has got an awkward run as the ball comes out wide, but there's only Ronaldson there. Good hand pass by Newlands. Across it goes to Johnny Newman. Newman's in tons of trouble as it's all Richmond. He gets a good one to Ainsworth. Ainsworth on the half-forward line decides he'll tuck it, bounce. He gets away. Now he can shoot for goal, can Ainsworth. This will be his first goal in league football, I think, and he put it through like an arrow.
Well, he looked very accomplished running in then for a back pocket player, come centre man.
Again, they did it the hard way.
Yes, that's what you call a belated goal. 6-7 Geelong, 6-7 to Richmond, 24-15 at the 24-minute mark of the final quarter. A terrific performance by Richmond today.
Umpire Crouch bounces the ball, and probably for the first time in the match awkwardly. It comes down inevitably to Richmond, who send towards half forward. Walker is there, but Moore comes out to win the ball for the Tigers once again. Plenty of time to steady round and boot the ball back towards the goal square. Bartlett to fly from behind. Can he mark? No, down on the ground. A chance kicked off the ground, and it's rushed through for a behind. Richmond 24 goals, 16 behinds. Geelong 6 goals, 7. And the quick kick in by Strawn out towards Ryan. Ryan fingertips the ball but can't pull it in. Brown has him. Down on the ground, Brown picks up the ball. Play's allowed to go on the short pass to Barrett, and Barrett accepts it about 45 yards out and almost straight in front.
Oh, I thought Bill, wasn't it? Oh, look, Ryan was severely dealt with by umpire Crouch.
Barrett, spiral punt, plenty of distance. The accuracy's there. It's home and home for Richmond as Barrett puts his first goal on the board, and Richmond put their 25th. They move on to 25 goals, 16, 166. Geelong 6-7-43, and the previous highest winning margin was set in 1931 in the first semi-final by 88 points. Carlton 130 to Collingwood's 42. So Richmond establishing a long-standing record.
That kick by Barrett was his 32nd, and he brought up a goal. Way go Richmond again. No Geelong smother. Geelong get the ball clear, but it's all Richmond there. And this time the mark is taken by Strang. He's been almost impassable all day long. Gets the ball towards Bond, but Walker comes in for Geelong. Can he get his kick? No, he decides on a hand pass. Out it goes to Ainsworth. Ainsworth kick high in the air towards Gladman. Gladman flies, but coming from behind, a magnificent mark taken by Sheedy. Play on, says umpire Crouch, and Sheedy gets the ball clear out towards Brown in the open spaces. Brown dummies around nicely, immediately sends the ball to centre half forward. There's a chance for Big Green to take the mark. He does. Whips a hand pass forward. It comes out here, whether it's gathered in by Bond. Bond shoots for the goal and hits the post. The first poster of the match.
Very unlucky, aren't they?
Yeah, with 167 points on the board. 25-17 to Geelong 6-7. There's Strawn about to put the ball into play, puts it in short here. Chance for Geelong through Walker, who is held, not in possession, and will take the free kick. There's the kick. Oh, it's a wobbly looking thing. Bring the ball forward. Andrews has the chance here, but he interferes with Francis Burke, and Burke will take the free kick for Richmond. Half forward right. Richmond kicking towards the main scoreboard end. There's the kick by Burke, a nice drop punt, good one to position. Hart flies high, couldn't hold the mark, it comes down. Nankervis gets the ball across, and here's a chance for Ryan as he goes dashing downfield with the ball. What is he going to do with it? Oh, it's a shocking kick. Luckily comes here where it's gathered in by Goggin. Goggin tries a short pass, and away goes Ainsworth, sends the ball into the forward pocket, waiting for it was Graham. He got back underneath it, and Strang comes to the ball. He's been a dasher all day, this fellow. Has been brilliant in defence. Gets the ball across here to Bergen, but coming to it is Ainsworth, who's been a great trier for Geelong.
Yes, he certainly has, and his pass was a beauty to Gladman. Gladman accepts it, and Gladman's on half-forward flank, a long way out from goal. Douglas Wade gives the lead. Well done, Gladman. Wade takes the mark. My word, he's been a wonderful trier as the big, burly, surly Douglas today. I bet Peter Pianto wishes he had a few more like him who objected to defeat as much as Doug Wade does. He's kicked 4, and now he moves in to be ready to shoot from about 35 yards out for his 5th. Wade shoots for goal, spiral torpedo punt, long and high, and it's through.
Great effort. He certainly tried hard. 5 goals, 2. a good effort considering the lack of opportunities.
And the manner in which the ball has been passed to him for the greater part today.
Richmond 25-17, 167. Geelong 7-7, 49.
Umpire Crouch once again. In comes Hampshire to dispute this one with Green. He got the run of it. Barrett takes the ball, gets taken away from him too, and as they fight in the centre of the ground, it's picked up by Hampshire. Out to centre wing it goes. It's nicely picked up by Gladman. Gladman left foots it downfield, and it's easily taken by centre half back Bergen.
My word, a lot of people have vacated this ground too, Doug, just looking around. However, let's concentrate on the play. It sprang once again.
Down it toward Roger Dean, and Hart, good spoil by Rosenau. Out wide it goes, and here's the pace of Hart once again. He's a magnificent player. He flew for the mark and recovers quicker and beats the wingers. Nicely picked up there by Clay. Clay boots it down looking for Bartlett, and Bartlett is brilliantly spoiled this time. It's 2-1 against them down there as the hand pass goes out wide. Picked up nicely there by Strawn. Strawn, a hand pass out to Stevens. Stevens in trouble as he's tackled by Brown. He gets it out towards Nankervis. Nankervis tackled by Bartlett, gets his kick, and a high tackle it was. Down to centre wing, and Gladman is tackled by Clay. Gladman in trouble. Clay over the top of him, sprawls on him, and the free kick must go to Geelong. Gladman is between centre wing and half-back flank. He's got little to kick to. He gets a little 10-yarder out to Nankervis. Nankervis takes it. They're gaining little by this, but we're about the 29-minute mark, and down it goes field to Davies. Davies on as 19th man. Davies boots it down in the Scarlet Wade direction. I thought Beard was pushed out that time, and the free kick goes to Richmond against Douglas Wade. That's John Scarlett with the ball who's objecting, but it was a push out long before the ball was even inside.
What's that for?
Beard comes in and boots it out to centre wing position once again. It's too easy. It's Eric Moore who's away up there taking it this stage, and he boots it back to about to the centre of the ground. Barrett completely pushes his opponent out. It looked too easy, and the free kick is against him.
Going to Andrews, I think, Doug.
Yes, it'll be Gareth Andrews to take it. He's between centre and centre half-back in the dying moments of the game, with the scoreboard showing the Tigers 25 goals 17, 167 points, and Geelong are 7-7, 49 points, as Andrews comes in with one of those wobbly looking punts down towards where in comes Green and takes another. A hand pass is dangerous football out to Brown, but Richmond have got all the pace. Roger Dean's the man with the hand pass from Brown. He's got the chance now, can't find anybody to kick to, but there's the siren.
It's all over. A great win to Richmond in the knockout semi-final, and Richmond now go on to meet the losers of the second semi-final next Saturday between Carlton and Collingwood. Richmond 25-17, 167 points. There's Tom Hafey, the coach of Richmond, just leaving the ground. Geelong 7-7, 49.